Making a website has never been easier, and in today's video I'll be showing you how to create and design a professional and beautiful website using WordPress and only free resources. Hello guys, it's James here and welcome to the WordPress Masterclass for 2024 and beyond. Now the good thing about this video is that you don't need to have any sort of experience in writing a single line of code. Unlike other YouTube channels that show you how to design websites using already made templates, I'll be showing you everything completely from scratch and move you from a complete beginner to an expert after watching this video. Let me show you what we are going to be covering in this tutorial. I will show you how to get your own .com domain name for free if you don't have one already. Then we will install WordPress. WordPress powers more than 43% of all the websites in the world and is completely free. It is by far the most popular and powerful platform for making websites. As of 2024, WordPress powers more than 500 million websites on the entire internet. And in this very video, we will be creating a website for a chemical manufacturing company. I have taken inspiration from the websites of some of the best chemical companies in the world to make this video. We will create this website from scratch using a free WordPress theme and free page builder called Elementor. We will not just create a website, we will also talk about branding and choosing the right colors and fonts for your website. We will talk about platforms to get high quality royalty-free images you can download and use on your website, and also external plugins you can install and activate to give your website more functionality. We will create a blog on our website, and I will show you how to write a perfect blog post on your website so you can easily be found through organic search results, which can help you get more clients. Our blog will contain categories, tags, featured images, and blog details within Classic Editor. We will create a beautiful sidebar with different widgets and also enable comments on our blog post. You will learn how to create a fully functional form that collects users' input and help them get in touch with you. We will learn how to add a map that reflects our company location. And most importantly, I will be covering how to make any website 100% responsive and optimize it across multiple devices like desktop, tablets, and mobile devices. Lastly, we will be adding a translator on our website to enable us switch to different languages with just a single click. And also a live chat system that helps us interact easily with our visitors while on our website. I can guarantee that after completing this tutorial, you can create any website for yourself or clients with absolute ease. Already, so many people have started their web design career after watching my tutorials on this channel. You can be the next. So make sure you watch this video to the end without skipping any part. Now, if you are excited about this video and appreciate the fact that I made it for free, then don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss out on future videos. So we will be creating this beautiful and professional website in 5 simple steps. Step 1, I will show you how to get domain name and web hosting from the best and most reliable web hosting companies on the internet. I will also be offering you a massive 79% discount and also a free domain name when you use the link displayed on the screen or in the description of this video. Step 2, how to install WordPress and basic cPanel customizations. Step 3, how to install a free theme. Step 4, how to install and activate free plugins to use on our website. And step 5, how to create our website step by step. Now, let me quickly give you a few important announcements before we get started. I will be adding timestamps in the video description so you can skip certain parts by clicking directly on the timestamps. So first, let's get domain and hosting. So a domain name is basically your website address. And examples of domain names are mesologic.com, facebook.com, tesla.com, amazon.com, instagram.com, and so on. While web hosting, on the other hand, is the main server where your entire website is saved, and this server runs for 24 hours. So it's just basically the storage space for your entire website. So like I promised you earlier in the beginning of this tutorial, I said I was going to offer you a free domain name. So to claim your free domain name and also enjoy 79% discounts on your web hosting, just go to the description of this video and click on the link. Click on the link in the description of this video. I'm going to drop a link in the description of this video. So just go to the description of the video and click on the link, or come to your search bar and type web hosting 22, webhosting22.com. Come to your search bar and search webhosting22.com and search it. So you'll be brought to this page. You see a big button here. Click on this button that says go to Dreamhost. So I'll just click on the button. And when I click on the button, I'll be brought to Dreamhost. Alright guys, so right now we are on the official Dreamhost website. And a quick one before we proceed. If you look at the bottom right, you will see a live chat widget. So in case you have any challenges, or you have any issues, or you have queries and you want to contact support, you can just come to this widget, and when you click here, you can see a lot of services here. You can see a lot of questions. You can have access to their support, and you just chat with them and they will help you fix any issues you have. Okay, so without wasting time, let's quickly go to hosting plans and just get our domain and hosting. So click on get started, and when you click on get started, you're going to be brought to the plans page. All right, so Dreamhost has 3 hosting plans. They have the shared plan, the Dreampress plan, and the VPS plan, and you can subscribe to these plans either yearly or monthly. And I highly advise you go with the yearly plan, the annual plans, because you get discounts when you go with the annual plans. So let's quickly take a look at these different plans and see the features they offer. So for the shared hosting plan, it's a great place to start shared hosting with an entry-level price for new websites, including WordPress. So if you're operating on a budget and maybe you just want to start something, you just want to create a website, you can go with this plan. You can see for this plan, you're going to be paying $2.95 per month, and you're going to be saving 63% over the monthly plan. That's why I recommended you always choose the yearly plan, because you get massive discounts. And for this plan, you can create just one website on this plan. You will be getting a free domain included. You get unlimited traffic, WordPress installer, free automated WordPress migrations, WP website builder, fast SSD storage, which makes your website even very fast. You get free SSL certificate, which makes your website secured. And then you can add professional business mails for as low as $1.67 per month. So you can see, so if you want to create professional business mails with this plan, you need to be paying $1.67 per month. So I don't recommend you start with this shared starter plan. I don't recommend you start with it. I'm going to be introducing you to something even better. So if you come to this little caret here and you click here, you can see we have shared unlimited. We have shared unlimited. So if I click on the shared unlimited, we are still getting this plan for the same amount as the shared starter, but this time you are saving 79% over the monthly plan. You are saving 79%, and if you look down here on this plan, you can create unlimited website. So that's the good thing, guys. You can create unlimited website which means the next time you want to get hosting, you don't need to come here and pay this money all over again. So you can host as many websites as you want on this particular plan. You're also being offered a free domain name. You get unlimited traffic. You have all these other features the same. But another interesting part is that for the unlimited email, you can create unlimited emails. So you can create as many professional business mails as you want for free. Unlike the shared starter plan, where you need to create just one website and also pay $1.67 monthly to create professional business mails. On the shared unlimited plan, you get to create unlimited website for this same amount and also unlimited emails. So you may be curious to ask that what's the difference between this plan, the shared starter and the unlimited. So the difference is the renewal. So in case this website expires, the cost for renewing the shared unlimited is going to be different from the cost for renewing the shared starter. So I recommend you go with the shared unlimited plan. Then for the Dreampress plan, you can also choose this thing if your website is maybe a multi-vendor e-commerce website where you have a lot of visitors coming and you're getting a lot of traffic. You can choose this higher plan, or you can choose this virtual private server. In fact, you choose this plan when you're designing a very big website, because this is a virtual private server, which makes everything very fast and just optimizes your website to be very fast and secured and all this. But I suggest you go with this plan if you are operating on a budget. So in this tutorial, we are going to be choosing this shared unlimited plan. So I'll just choose it and I'll scroll down and click on add to cart. So now I'm being brought to the page to choose a domain name. So there are three options here. You can choose a domain name later if you don't have any domain in mind yet. You can register a new domain, and if you have a domain already, you can just come here and choose this option and put your domain. But in this tutorial, we are going to be registering a new domain. So I'll click on register new domain. Then here in this search bar, I can search my domain. So we're going to be searching 𝗙𝗎𝗆logic.com. This is the domain name I want to get. So I will click on search. And then here I have a message that says 𝗙𝗎𝗆logic.com is already taken, but these domains are available. So they have some featured domains with other extensions, 𝗙𝗎logic.club, .io, .store, and all of that, because the .com is taken already. But I prefer to use .com, so let me search another domain. So I'll search for 𝗙𝗎blog.com, and I'll search. And now it says congrats, 𝗙𝗎blog.com domain is available, and I have an option to add this domain for free. So I'll click on add for $0, and then it brings me to the checkout page. And on this checkout page, you can see there are two payment gateways here. I can either pay with my credit card or I can pay with my PayPal. So whichever one you want to use, just choose it, put in your card details here, put in your billing information, you can put your zip code, you can just fill this CAPTCHA, the security code, and then you click on add credit card. And after adding it, if you come to the account setup, you just need to put in your account email address and fill all this other information. Then when you scroll down, you see these additional options. Dreamhost is offering you Dream Shield protection for $3 per month. So they're offering you this service for $3 per month. So it now makes your cart, if you look at the bottom right, it makes your cart to be $38 because they are adding this Dream Shield protection. But personally, I don't want to get this service, so I'm going to deselect it And now if you look at the total cut, we have $35.40 per year. So this is the total amount in our cut, and this is the amount you are going to be paying for the shared unlimited plan for a year. So we have $35.40, which is pretty affordable, because with this amount you can create unlimited websites. So I will just come down here and now click on submit order. So you just come here and click on submit order, and when you click on submit order, you're going to be taken to a page. You'll be taken to a page where you'll be asked to set up your password, to create your password. And after creating your password, you are going to be getting an email with your payment receipt and other hosting details. You are going to be getting an email with your payment receipt and other hosting details. So guys, I have bought my domain and hosting already. I'm just trying to guide you in this video to show you how to get it in case you want to get it without making mistakes. So when you're done getting your domain and hosting, you need to go back to the Dreamhost website. Go back to dreamhost.com, and this time we are going to be logging into our domain and hosting. We are going to log into our hosting account. So I'll click here and it brings me here and it says sign into your account. So you just put your email and you put your password, and then you click on sign in. So you see, like I said, I got my domain and hosting already. So when it brings me here, you can see I am now in my Dreamhost dashboard. So from here we need to install WordPress. But before we install WordPress, let me quickly show you what all these things mean. So if you look at the left panel, we have the home here, which just shows you an overview of your dashboard. We have websites, and here you have an option to manage websites, SFTP users and files. You can create MySQL database. You can secure your certificates and make your website secured. Then we have domain name, and here you can just manage registrations or transfer registrations. We have WordPress, which means you can install WordPress and you can manage your WordPress websites from here. We have mail, and this is where you create and manage your professional business mails. We have pro services, we have billing and accounts, and here you can just manage your account, you can view your invoice, you can manage your payment and all that. Then we have support, and if you come to support, you can contact support. You can access knowledge base in case you're confused about anything. You can access your support history and all of that here. Then when you click on more, you're going to be seeing more advanced stuff in this category. Here we have SSH keys, we have cron jobs, we have block spiders and all of that. We have proxy. So these are more technical stuff, and I don't advise you touch anything here. So I'll close this, and then down here you can add more products like Dream Shield, dedicated server, cloud servers, VPS, and all of that. So this is just a basic overview of everything contained in our Dreamhost dashboard. But now let's proceed and install WordPress on our website. So if you come here to website and click on manage website, you are going to be seeing this. So here is our domain name, OmniBlog, the registration date, the web server, the PHP version. We are using PHP version 8.2. Our SSL website is secured and all of this. But to install WordPress, just click on manage. Click on manage and it brings you here. And then on this page, you can see WordPress. Click on install. And it's loading up. Then it brings us to this page, and here it says select a site purpose for guided WordPress install. So here you just need to select the category your site falls into. So here we have local business. If you are creating a portfolio website, we have portfolio. If it's a blog, if it's an e-commerce website, if it's any other website that is not listed here, or if it's none, You can just choose anyone. So this is not really important. You don't need to go crazy here because this is not important. So I'll just come here and choose local business. I'll choose local business, and then the next part here, if I click here on the next one, you see it's going to be showing me recommended plugins. So on your own, you should see that all these things are checked. So these are plugins, and Dreamhost is just recommending some plugins for us to install them, but we don't need all these plugins. So just deselect everything. We don't need any of these plugins. I'm going to be showing you the right plugins to install and use on your website to give your website more functionality. So just deselect all these plugins and then click on install. So right now you can see that our WordPress installation is in progress. We have 1% here. So our WordPress is being installed on our website. So guys, I'm going to pause this tutorial, and when this installation is complete, we will now continue from here. So hope to see you guys soon. Alright, so WordPress installation is now complete, and to log into our WordPress dashboard, all you need to do is to come here and you will see this WordPress icon. In between manage and DNS, you are going to see the WordPress icon. So just come and click on this WordPress icon to log in to WordPress. And just within seconds, we are now in our WordPress dashboard. So congratulations guys on successfully installing WordPress, and now we are going to be proceeding with designing our website. So the next step now would be to sanitize our WordPress dashboard. If we take a look at our WordPress dashboard, we have a lot of plugin prompts here and a lot of notifications, which just makes everything look messed up. So we are going to be cleaning up our WordPress dashboard before we commence designing our website. So to clean up your WordPress website, just come here and click on screen option and deselect all this. Just uncheck everything here. So now I have deselected everything here, and after deselecting it, you can see that our WordPress dashboard looks cleaner and better. Then the next step would be to add an admin user. Okay, so next we need to add an admin user. And why are we adding this? Now let me show you something. Whenever anyone wants to log into our WordPress dashboard, you have to come to Dreamhost. You need to log into your Dreamhost dashboard and then come here and click on this icon, this WordPress icon, before you log in. So we are trying to create a user with the details. So hoping that whenever we want to log into WordPress, we don't need to come here. We don't need to go to our hosting account before logging into WordPress. We want to be able to log into WordPress directly without going to our Dreamhost dashboard. And how are we going to do that? We are going to do that by creating an admin user in our WordPress dashboard. So if you come here, you click on users, you can see that by default Dreamhost creates an admin user for us. So we have this omniblog, this weird name here, omniblog_𝗙𝗵4xl. So that's the default admin user created by Dreamhost, but we don't need to memorize this name. We don't even know the password. Dreamhost just created it for us. And if you see the row here, this is an administrator. So we don't want this. We want to create our own custom admin user and use those details to log in directly to WordPress without going to the Dreamhost dashboard. So to create a new user, come to this place, users, and click on add new user. And then you're being asked for the username, the email, the first name, and all this. So if you see these first two inputs, these first two labels, this username, it's required, and the email is required. The rest are optional. So for the username, I'll just come and write 𝗙𝗎𝗆𝗆, which is my username. For the email, I can just put something like 𝗙𝗎𝗆𝗆𝗆@gmail.com. For the first and last name and website, I'm going to leave this. Then here you can now generate your password. So to generate a password, I'll remove this default password here and put in my own password. So I'm going to be hiding my password. So let me hide this password and put in my password. So make sure you put a very strong password, because if you don't put a strong password, hackers would be able to hack through your website and gain access. So make sure you put a very strong password. Then scroll down and change this role from subscriber to administrator. So change the role from subscriber to administrator, and by doing this, you are giving it administrative privileges. So it means this user is the admin of this website. So come down here and click on add new user. So you can see we've now added a new user. So after adding this new user, we want to delete the default user that Dreamhost created for us. But right now we can't delete this default user because we are logged in as this user. I don't know if you understand. We are logged in as this user, so it means we can't delete this user. For us to be able to delete this user, we need to log out of this account and then log in as 𝗙𝗎𝗆𝗆𝗆. Log in as the admin as 𝗙𝗎𝗆𝗆𝗆, and then we now have an option to delete this other user. So let's log out of this website right now and then re-log in as 𝗙𝗎𝗆𝗆𝗆. So I'll just come to the top here. See this place? I'll come to the top and click on logout. So you see, I am currently logged out of my WordPress account. So now it's prompting me to put the username and password. So now I'm going to log in as the new admin user I created as 𝗙𝗎𝗆𝗆𝗆. So you can either use the username or email. So I'll just come here and use my username, and to the password, I'll just put that strong password I created. So here I will put the strong password I created and click on login. And now you can see that I'm being logged into my WordPress dashboard, and you are seeing all these prompts because we logged in as a new user. So we need to sanitize our dashboard. We need to clean it up. So to do that, just click on screen options, deselect everything here. And now you can see that our WordPress dashboard looks very clean. So let's proceed to delete the other user that was being created by Dreamhost. So click on users, and now you can see we have an option to delete the 𝗙𝗎𝗆𝗆𝗆 user. So I'll click on delete, and then this section is very important. It's asking me what should be done with the content owned by this user. So let's assume you started creating a website already with that other user. Now that we want to delete it, it's asking, do you want to delete all the content on that user account, or would you rather want to attribute all the content to this new admin, to the new user 𝗙𝗎𝗆𝗆𝗆? Would you want to attribute all the content on the 𝗙𝗎𝗆𝗆𝗆 user to 𝗙𝗎𝗆𝗆𝗆? So I recommend you choose this one in case you are designing something already and you don't want to lose anything. So you just attribute all the contents to the new user. But for this particular website, we have not even designed anything on it yet. We've not designed anything yet, so it doesn't matter anyone you choose, but I highly recommend you always go for the attribute all content to the new admin user so you don't lose anything. Okay, so I'll just come here and click on confirm deletion, and now you can see that the 𝗙𝗎𝗆𝗆𝗆 admin user created by Dreamhost is now deleted. So next time when I want to log into my WordPress website, I'll just come and use my new user, this 𝗙𝗎𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆 user. it's the admin, I can use it and then log into my WordPress dashboard. In case you forget the password, you can always request for a password and it will be sent to this email address. Okay, so let's log out of this user. Let me show you something quickly. So I'll come here and click on logout, and when I click on logout, this is where I'll be brought. So let's say you want to, now how do you even get to this place? Let's say you don't want to go to Dreamhost to log into WordPress. You want to come to this page. How do you even get to this page that prompts you to sign into WordPress with your username and password? So I'm going to be showing you that very quickly. So it's 𝗙𝗵𝗁𝗶, so I'll come here and open new incognito window, and I'll just do 𝗙𝗵𝗁𝗋-admin, and then I'll press enter. So 𝗙𝗵𝗁𝗋.com, and here you can now put your username and password. So this is how you get to this page. Put your website domain name, then add /wp-admin, and then it brings you here, and all you need to do is just to put your username and your password. So I will close this incognito and come here and put my username, which is 𝗙𝗎𝗆logic, and my password, which is the strong password I put there. So I'll click on login, and I'm in my WordPress dashboard. So right now I'm in my WordPress dashboard. So guys, the next step now would be to install our theme and plugin. So the next step now is to install our theme and plugin. So a theme is the structure of your website. Okay, so a theme is the structure of your website, while plugin, on the other hand, is a software that enhances the functionality of your website. So let me break it down. So if you come to WordPress, if you come to your WordPress dashboard and you install a theme, the whole of your website structure is going to be influenced by the theme you install. Okay, so for now, let me come to this place. If I come here and view this website in another tab, you are going to see how our website looks just by installing WordPress. So if I click on open link in new tab, you can see this is how our website looks right now because of the theme we are using. This is how our website is looking. So if I come back to the dashboard and I install a new theme, you're going to see that the structure of our site is going to be influenced by the new theme I install. While plugins, on the other hand, are those softwares that enhance the functionality of your website. So things like Translator. If you want to have a translator on your website, you need to install the Translator plugin. If you want to have something like a live chat on your website, you need to install the Livechat plugin. If you want to have something like a form, you want people to fill a form, you need to install the Forms plugin. So plugins just gives your website more functionality. Okay, so let's proceed and install a free theme and also free plugins. So to install a theme, you need to come to Appearance and click on Themes. And right now you can see we have 2024 theme, and this is the active theme. We have a couple of themes here in our theme repository. We have 2022, we have 2023, and we have 2024. And you can see that 2024 theme is the active one. That's why our site is looking like this, because this is the default 2024 theme. So by the time we come and install a new theme, our site structure is going to change. So let me come to this place and click on Add New Theme. And when I click on Add New Theme, you can see a lot of themes are here. We have a lot of themes here. So we have Astra theme. Astra is a very good theme. Astra is a very good theme. If I scroll down, you can see we have 𝗙𝗵𝗶𝗵𝗆, which is a nice theme as well. We have Cadence. Cadence is a great theme with a lot of amazing features. We have 𝗙𝗵𝗁. 𝗙𝗵 is a great theme as well. We have 𝗙𝗵𝗁𝗍. 𝗙𝗵𝗁𝗍 is a very great theme. But for this tutorial, we are going to be using the 𝗙𝗵𝗶𝗵𝗆, which is my favorite. And it's my favorite because it has a lot of amazing features. And this is a free theme. So we'll just come here and click on install to install the 𝗙𝗵𝗶𝗵𝗆 theme. And after installation, we need to come here and activate. So now we have installed and activated the 𝗙𝗵𝗶𝗵𝗆 theme, and you can see that 𝗙𝗵𝗶𝗵𝗆 is now active on our website. So if I come to this other tab, this is how our website was looking with the 2024 theme. And now that we've installed 𝗙𝗵𝗶𝗵𝗆, if I come here and I refresh, you are going to notice that the structure of our website is going to change because of the new theme we have on this website. So I click on refresh, and now you can see the structure of this website has changed. So the structure of your website changes based on the theme you are using on your website. Okay, so that is how it works. So far we have installed our theme. So let's come back to our dashboard, and then quickly, if you look at the top here, you can see that because we installed 𝗙𝗵𝗶𝗵𝗆 theme, it's prompting us to install and activate Ocean Extra. And Ocean Extra is a plugin. Okay, Ocean Extra is a plugin developed by the 𝗙𝗵𝗶𝗵𝗆 theme. And what this plugin does is that it gives you access to more customization, so you can make more customization with this plugin. So this plugin is very important. So we are going to install and activate the Ocean Extra plugin. So just come here and click on install and activate, and this is currently being installed. And now you can see that the plugin has been installed and activated on our website. So we have one plugin installed and activated. Now let's go to the plugin section and even add more plugins. So I'll come to plugins and click on plugins. And if you look here, we have some plugins that came by default. So you see these two plugins, 𝗙𝗍𝗵𝗁 and Hello Dolly. These two plugins came by default. I don't need them. I'm going to be deleting these two plugins because I don't need them. So I'll click here to select it, and I'll click here to select it. Then come to bulk actions. Come to bulk actions and choose delete. And after choosing delete, come and click on apply. So this prompt is saying, are you sure you want to delete the selected plugins and their data? Say yes, delete it. And now the plugins have been deleted and I only have Ocean Extra. So let's proceed and add more plugins. So just scroll up to the top and click on add new plugin. Then come to this search bar and search for Elementor. So I want you to install Elementor, and Elementor is a page builder we are going to be using to be creating our website. So Elementor is a page builder, and if you come here, you can see this Elementor plugin has over 5 million active installations. It was last updated 1 week ago and is compatible with our version of WordPress. Here you can also see that it has over 6,000 reviews, positive reviews. So this is a great plugin to build your website. So I'll just come here and click on install. So I have installed the Elementor plugin, Then I want us to install one more plugin. I want us to make everything very simple. So we are not going to be installing a lot of plugins. We are going to be installing them one by one. So I'm going to be explaining what each plugin means. So now we've installed Elementor to build our website. If you scroll down, we need to install Happy Add-ons. So this is an add-on for Elementor that gives us more options to build our website. It comes with free headers, footer builder, 500 plus templates, 143 plus free and essential pro widgets. So you see, this plugin is very important. So I'll click on install, and then now I have installed this and I have installed Elementor. So to activate the both of them at the same time, just come to plugins, click on plugins, scroll here, and you can see we have Elementor and Happy Add-ons for Elementor. So just select the both of them, come to bulk actions and choose activate, then apply. And once you apply, you can see that Elementor has been installed on your website, and it now brings you to this page to create an account. So Elementor has the free version and also the pro version. So it brings you here to create an account, but we are going to be using the free version. So just exit this page. So to exit this page, come to the top and click on this X. Click on that X to exit this page, and it brings you back to your WordPress dashboard. And right here you can see that the Happy Add-ons has a prompt, and the 𝗙𝗵𝗶𝗵𝗆 also has a prompt here. Even the Elementor plugin has a prompt, and we need to sanitize our WordPress dashboard once more. So to do that, come to screen option and deselect all these prompts. Just deselect everything, and then when you look at your website, you see everything is neat. In fact, let me dismiss this, and then you can see that our website is looking neat and crisp. So that is it. So the next thing we are going to be doing would be to create pages. Now before we create these pages, let me quickly show you the website we want to be designing in this tutorial. So if I come here, you can see the website we want to design in this video. So this is the website for a chemical manufacturing company. The website name is 𝗙𝗵𝗁, and at the top here you can see we have our logo, we have a translator, we have the navigation menu here, we have this hero section with the call to action, get started. If you come down, you can see about the company. If I come down, you can see specialty chemicals. You can see them. Here you can see the current enrollment, qualified staff, company activities, and active PTFA members. Here you can see the team section, the team members of the company. You can see the blog, the news and events. You can see another call to action here. You can see the contact page, this contact section, with a form here. You can fill this form, and also a map. You can see the map. Then down here you can see the section to connect with the company on social media, and also this weekly subscription, this newsletter for weekly subscription. Then at the bottom end you can see the footer. At the bottom right you can see the live chat, and bottom left you can see the scroll to top widget. So when you click here, it takes you to the top. So this is the website we are going to be creating in this video. So to create this website, first of all, we need to create our page. Okay, if you come here, you can see we have the home page, and the home page is the page that contains everything you are seeing here. So we need to create this home page as well. So how do you create a page? Come back to the WordPress dashboard, and then come here and click on pages. So I'll click on pages, and when I click on pages, you will see that I have some pages here that comes with this WordPress installation. See, I have some default pages here. So we don't need any of these pages. So we are going to be deleting all these pages here. So check all this. Click here to check everything here. Come to bulk actions, choose move to trash, and then apply. And once you apply it, you can see that all these pages have been deleted. Okay, then now I want us to add our own new page. So to add a new page, come to this place and click on add new page. And it brings you to where you can now add a new page. So I'll close this, come here and give it a page title. So I'll name this page as the home. So this is my home page. Then if you look at this side, we have this publish and we have this icon, this 0 icon inside the circle. So this is the Ocean Extra, which helps you to further customize your website. So click on Ocean Extra, come to General, and for the layout, we want our site to have full width because we want our site to be full width for the layout. Then for the padding, we don't need any padding. So come here and disable the padding. Then you will now close the General. Next thing would be to come to the header and then disable top bar. We don't need the top bar on our website, so disable top bar. And then lastly, come to title and disable title. Okay, then when you're done with all these settings, come here and click on publish, and then click on publish, and now you can see that our page has been published. So to view page, click on view page, and then you see how our website is looking. Okay, so this is how our website is looking. Our website is very plain now because we haven't started designing anything yet. And if I come to this website, you can see how everything is. Okay, so that is how you create a page on your website. The next thing we are going to be looking at would be how to add settings to our website, how to configure some settings on our website. For example, if I carry my mouse here, you see we have 𝗙𝗵𝗆𝗶𝗵 Limited. We have a page title, 𝗙𝗵𝗆𝗶𝗵 Limited, Best Chemical Production Company. But if I carry my mouse on this one, you see we have home, just another WordPress website, just another WordPress website. So we don't need this. We want to set our title to show this way: 𝗙𝗵𝗆𝗶𝗵 Chemicals Limited, Best Chemical Production Company. So we'll come back to our dashboard, and then here click on dashboard, and then it brings you to your WordPress dashboard. And then to configure those settings, scroll down and click on settings. So when you come to settings, click to change that. You see this site title, instead of using just another WordPress website, we are going to be using 𝗙𝗵𝗆𝗶𝗵 Chemicals Limited. So I'll just come here and type 𝗙𝗵𝗆𝗶𝗵 Chemicals Limited. All right, so this is what I'm going to type here, and for the tagline I'll be putting Best Chemical Production Company. So Best Chemical Manufacturing Company. So I'll just come here and type this, and after doing this, scroll down and click on Save Changes. So that means our changes have been saved successfully. So now our site title has 𝗙𝗵𝗆𝗶𝗵 Chemicals Limited, Best Chemical Manufacturing Company. Okay, then after that, the next settings here would be to make our home page as the default access page. And how do I mean by that? Right now, if you search our website, if you come and visit our website right now, let's just visit this website in another tab. You can see that whenever we visit this website, it's showing us the blog page. You see this hello world, welcome to WordPress, 𝗙𝗎𝗓𝗋 February 17, 2024. So this is showing us the blog page. Our home page is displaying as a blog, and we don't want that. By default, after installing your WordPress, it shows your blog page as your home page. That's how WordPress is being set. And this blog page is the blog page that was created by WordPress. It just shows you the blog page. So how do we change this blog page and make our website to show our home page? You can see this website. When you search it, it shows you the home page as the home page, not the blog page. You only use the blog page as your home page when you are designing a blog. If you are designing a blog, you now use your blog page as the home page, and you constantly drop news updates on the blog page. But in this case, we are designing a static website, so we don't want this blog to be our home page. So how are we going to change this? Come to our dashboard, then under settings, while under settings, click on reading. Click on reading, and here you see your home page displays your latest post. So this is the blog, it's showing us this blog. Your home page displays your latest post, but we want to go ahead and change this to a static page. So choose the static page and come here and select home. We have just one page so far, so I'll select home, scroll down and save changes. Okay, so now our changes have been saved. So if you now come here and you refresh this site, you see that this blog page will no longer show. So if I refresh this site, our home page is now being shown the home, showing us the home page. So we have set it correctly. And the last thing I want to show you guys is the permalinks. Click on permalinks and make sure the permalink structure is set to post name. So the permalink structure is set to post name instead of the day and name. Now I know this is going to be confusing, but as time goes on, I'll be explaining to you why we changed the permalink structure to be post name, because this is good practice. So make sure you change the permalink structure to be post name, and once you're done doing that, scroll down and click on save changes. So now our changes have been saved. So we've already configured all the settings here. Now we want to proceed to designing our website. But before we do that, quickly come to Elementor. You can see this place that says Elementor and click on settings. Click on settings, then come to features and scroll down. Under the features, scroll down and you see this Flexbox container is showing default. Change it to inactive and deactivate. So we are deactivating the Flexbox container, and after deactivating it, just scroll down and click on save changes. Alright guys, now we can proceed to designing our website. And to start building our website, we need to go to the home page and then start building our website. So I'll come to page, and when I come to page, you can see here we have just one page so far. Under pages, we have just one page so far, the home page. Click on edit, and when you click on edit, you can see this option that says edit with Elementor. Like I explained earlier, Elementor is a page builder. So we are going to be using Elementor to be designing our website, to build our website. So click on edit with Elementor, and Elementor is currently loading. And voila, we are in our Elementor workspace. So now we are in our Elementor workspace, and if you take a look, you can see there is a big banner here that is blocking our Elementor workspace. This big banner is blocking it, and if you click anywhere, this wouldn't disappear. If you click anywhere, it still persists, it stays here. So how are we going to get rid of this? From experience, what I normally do is that whenever I see this banner, I just come here, these three dots, and I reduce the zoom ratio on my browser. I just reduce the zoom. So if I click on these three dots, I'll come to this zoom. So now it's on 100%, which is the default, and I'll reduce it to something like 80, and now you can see I can cancel it from here. So I'll click on this X to cancel it, then I'll come here and increase the zoom back to 100. So guys, we are in our Elementor workspace, and now we are going to proceed with designing our website. Alright guys, so just a quick one before we proceed. If you need access to all the resources I used in making this website, like the pictures, the videos, the fonts, the logo, and all those web resources I used in making this website, if you want access to them so you can follow along with this tutorial, I'm going to drop a link in the description of this video. So just go to the video description and click on the link. And when you click on the link in the video description, it will take you to this website. And on this website, you can see an instruction that says click the button below to download the images used in the video tutorial. So just click this big download button. So I'll just click on it, and you can see that all the folder has been downloaded. And if I click to access the folder, you will see that this comes in form of a zipped file. It comes as a zip folder. So in fact, what I'm going to do, I'll just cut it from here. I'll cut it, and I will make a new folder. I will make a new folder and name this folder my website folder. Anything you want, I'll name it my website folder. I'll open up this folder. So I'll open up the folder. I'll come here and paste this file, this zipped file, and now I need to extract it. So click on it, right click, and choose extract here. And when you choose extract here, you can see that your file has been extracted successfully. So I'll just double click on it, and then now I can see all the resources I used on my website: the pictures, the logo, the favicon, the codes, the pages, and everything I used on this website. And when you have all these things, it just gives you the advantage to follow along with me in the tutorial more easily. Okay, so let's go back to our website. So I'll just come back to the website, and I'll come back to our Elementor workspace. Now let me just give you a very quick and brief overview. So now we are in our Elementor workspace, and if you look at the left, we have the element panel. Okay, we have the element panel in the left, and an element is just basically a set of instructions that describes the structure and content of your website. So it's a set of instructions, and if you come here, you can see that we have the plus icon. We have this plus icon here, and if I click on the plus icon, this just gives me option to select the structure of my website. So if you want one column, you want two columns, you want three columns. So let me come to this website. You can see here we have one column, this hero section with a call to action. If I come down, we have two columns here, a video here, and some text here. And if I even come down, you can see we have three columns here. We have three pictures: column 1, column 2, column 3. So this is where you select the structure of your website. Now, if you look here, we also have this folder icon, and this is the Elementor folder icon. If you click on it, it gives you access to a lot of blocks, pages, templates, and everything. So you can see this template pack. You can just come and import all these templates for free on your website. Okay, but like I mentioned earlier, we are designing everything from scratch. We are not using already made templates. We are doing everything from scratch. So that is it. Now, in case you don't want to download the pictures, in case you don't want to come to my website and download these pictures I used, I'm going to be introducing you to 4 powerful websites you can get high quality royalty-free images. I'm going to be introducing you to those 4 websites, and the first website is 𝗙𝗵𝗁𝗄 𝗙𝗵𝗁𝗄. This is the first website, and if I click on this website, you can see I have a lot of pictures here, high resolution pictures I can just download for free. And you can see this big download button here. Once you click on it, it downloads to your PC. Now after Pexels, we also have another website called unsplash.com. We have unsplash.com, and you can see a lot of pictures here. If you want to download any picture, just come and click on this arrow here and it downloads. Now if you want to search a category of the picture you want, just come to this search bar and search the picture and download it. Now after Unsplash, we also have Pixabay. We have pixabay.com, and if you search it pixabay.com, you can see a lot of high quality pictures here. This also has a search bar. Just search any picture you want. If it's chemicals, if it's a baby, if it's cars, if it's lions, or all those pictures, just search it here, and then you click on the picture and download it. And the last website I'm introducing you to is FreePic. So if you go to freepic.com, you can also see a lot of pictures here. You can just download these pictures. They have even been categorized. We have vectors, photos, videos, PSD templates, and all of that. So if you just want to get any picture, just search it here, search it, and you can download the picture for free. So you can leverage on these 4 websites to get high quality and high resolution pictures for free. Okay, so let's come back to our website and start creating our website. So to create our website, I'll just click on this plus. I'll click on the plus and choose 1 column, because this first section we have 1 column. We have 1 column here, so I'll click on 1 column, and then we need to add a heading. So I'll just come and copy this heading. I'll copy it. I'll come here and I'll click on these 6 dots so I can see all the elements. I'll drag this heading in, this heading element, and whenever you drag an element in, if you look at the left panel, this is where you can edit it. So I'll highlight everything here. I'll just paste the one I copied. So we have 𝗙𝗵𝗁𝗄 Chemicals Limited, just like we have it here. And after writing this, I'll go to the style and I'll come here, and under typography, I'll change the font family from Roboto. I'll choose Poppins. Poppins is one of the best fonts I use in designing my website because it looks beautiful. So I'll choose Poppins, and for the size, I can increase the size to somewhere around 50 pixels. Let's say 50. Okay, I think 50 pixels is fine. Then for the font weight is how thick I want the font to be. So I want to make my font to be bold and thick. So I'll make this to be 700. I think 700 is okay. So I'll choose 700 to make it thick. And after getting this heading, the next thing here would be to add the paragraph. So I'll just come and copy this paragraph. Then to go back and see all the elements, just click on this dot at the top and highlight, just drag this text editor and drop it. Text editor, drag the text editor and drop it. And then come here, highlight everything here, delete it, and paste what we copied. So I'll just paste this here, and then this is what we have. But if you look here, this paragraph is bolder. So I'll come here, go to style, go to typography, change this thing from Roboto to Poppins, and then for the weight, I'll make it 500, which makes it a little bolder. Then after making it bold, the next thing we need here is this button. We need this button. So to get this button, come back to your Elementor, click on this dots here to see all the elements, drag this button. So just drag your button here, and here we have get started. So I'll come and change this click here to get started. So I'll just write get started. And if you have a link on this button, if you want to link this button, this is where you come and drop the link you want. So you can just come here and link it. So let's say I want to link this button to go to google.com. So I want to link it to go to google.com. So I'll just come here and write the full address of the link. So I'll write google.com. So this is where this link will take me to when someone clicks on it. So this button is now here. If I come back here, you can see this button looks bigger. This one looks very small and the color is also green, while this one looks big and the color is red. Then when you carry your mouse on it, when you hover on it, the size increases with that animation effect. So we are going to be changing this button to look like this. So let's come back to the Elementor page builder. Go to style, and first we want to change this color, this green color. We want to change it to red, and the color I'm using on this website is #B1040E. So this is the color code. This is the hexadecimal value of the color we are using. Now I want us to do something quickly. I want us to add this color to our global list, because I don't want us to memorize this code. Anytime we have to add this color, it's our primary color. We don't need to always be typing it. So we are going to add it up as a global color. So whenever we want to add it, we don't need to come and type it. So to add a color as your global color, you see this plus here. Click on the plus and give this color a name. So I can just name this color as my global color, my global one, and I'll just create it. Click on create, and now this color has been saved as my global color. And if I want to access it, I'll just click on this accent, this web icon, this world icon. I'll just click on it and you can access it anytime you want. Let me click here, and then you see I have my global one. Under color, just click on it. I mistakenly went to typography. Make sure it's under color, click on it, and you see my global one because I've saved it, which means every time I don't need to always go and be typing that color code. So now we have it. Now let's make it bigger. So to make this button bigger, first we'll delink it. We want to cancel all the space that is inside. Everything is now 0. We have delinked it. And the top, we want to make the top 20 pixels. I want to increase it at the top, and bottom as well. I want bottom to be 20 pixels. Then right and left, I want it to be 40. So I'll just make right 40 and make left 40 as well. And now we have a big button here. So we have a button here and everything works fine. Now to add this hover effect, so that when somebody carries the mouse on it, this effect adds, I'll just come here and click on hover. I'll choose hover, and the color, you see, when we hover on it, the real color changes to red while the background color is white. So I'll come to the color, the text color. Remember we added this color as a global, so I'll click on this icon and choose global, which means when somebody hovers on it, it changes to this color. Then the background, I'll make it white. I'll make the background to be white, and that is all. So when you hover on it, this changes to white. But I want us to add an effect. That effect, you see, when you hover on it, it has this grow effect. There's this animation. So I'll come here, scroll down, and for the hover animation, choose grow. So I'll choose grow. So now when you carry your mouse on it, it just grows, and this makes a lot of sense. So this is what we have so far, but this doesn't look like what we have here. So next, let's see how we can add a background image. We want to add this background image. So how do we add the background image? Come here and select this place. See, select this whole section. We want to select the whole section. Then go to style. And when you come to style, you see background. You see background. You see this background. Now, when you see this background, you see a brush. Background type, we want classic. Click on this brush. It's going to ask you, do you want a background color? you want to add a background color, you can add a background color if you want, but in this case we want to add a background image. There are other options here as well, like adding a background gradient which contains more than one color. You can add a background video, you can add a slideshow like a carousel where the pictures are sliding in the background. But here we want to add just one picture, so I'll click on choose image, and then you can see I added this picture already. But to get this picture, just go to upload files. You see this place that says upload files. Go to upload files, click on select file, and when it opens up, go to your download section. For me, it's in my download. You see my website folder. Remember, we downloaded the resources for this website and I saved it in this folder, my website folder. I'll open it up, go inside, and then you can see this picture. You just click on this picture and click on open. So it's just to select the picture you want, and now come down here and click on open. And once you do that, it will import your picture and save it in your media library. So after saving it in your media library, make sure this picture is selected and click on select, and it now adds the picture up in your Elementor workspace. So this picture is now here. Now we want the picture, we want to add the height. You see the height there's enough space here at the top and bottom, so you want to add this height. So to add that height, select this place, make sure this place is selected, then come to layout, and you see height here. Click on this default and change it to minimum height, mean height. Then it now brings this for you. Then for the mean height, make sure you add it up to around 530. You can make it bigger if you want, but I just prefer to use 530. And this small arrow here, I can preview my site. I can hide this panel just to see how this would look on the website. So if I hide it, this is how it's looking. So still, it's not looking fine yet. It's not looking great the way this one is looking. So the issue here, we have a container. There is white space here and there is white space here. We want this picture to span all the way through the screen. We want this picture to fit the screen, just like we have it here. We don't need this space here, this white space, this container space. So how are we going to do that? I'll minimize this. I'll select the whole of this section, then scroll down, and you see under layout, you see this place that says stretch section. So I'll just click on stretch section to stretch my section. And now if I hide it, you can see this section is being stretched. But the issue, we want this picture, the complete picture, to show, because now this picture is not showing completely. So how do we achieve that? I'll come here and minimize it again. I'll come to style. Make sure you select this section. I'll come to style, and then I'll scroll down and see the background properties here. These are the background properties. So for the position, I want it to be top center. I want the position to be top center. For the repeat, I don't want it to repeat, no repeat. And for the display size, which is very important, I want it to be cover. I want the display size to be cover. And now you can see that the picture is covering everywhere. The picture is fixed and everything looks great. Now, if you look here, when we scroll up, this picture is fixed. The picture is not moving with the cursor. The picture is fixed, and by the time you scroll up, the content just covers the picture. But here, the picture is not fixed. The whole picture is moving up when we scroll up. So to get that, come to still under background, come here and change the attachment to fixed. And now when you scroll, this picture is fixed in one place. So this is how you achieve this. And then very importantly, this picture is dark. They tried to put an overlay on this picture. I did put an overlay here, and I darkened the picture so this white text can show. Because if you look at this picture now, it's very transparent and this white text can't show. So how do I get that? To add an overlay to your picture, make sure this is selected. After this background, if you scroll down, you will see background overlay. So just click on the background overlay, and when you click on it, you choose this brush, choose classic, and then for the color, I want us to choose a color. So if I choose red, you can see that the red shade is covering the picture. If I choose green, you can see it's green. If I choose blue, if I choose purple, or all these ones, you can choose any one. But in our case, I want us to choose black. So I'll come and select black. And when you choose black, this is what you get. If you choose black, this is what you get. And now after choosing black, you can come here, you can reduce the opacity, or you can increase it to even be dimmer. You can make this thing very dim. You can increase it from here. Depends on what you want to do. So I'll just choose this one like this. I'll make the opacity to be 0.55. You can make it whatever you want depending on what you want to achieve. Now after making this opacity to be 0.55, I now need to change the color of this text. So this text is white, the paragraph is white as well. So I'll come back here and I'll click this text to select it. And after selecting it, I can see that the text color is blue, but I'll make it to be white. I'll make the text color to be white. Then here we have the paragraph is white as well. Click on the paragraph, come to text color and make it white. So we have the paragraph as white as well. Now for this button, the button is working perfectly. So if I now come here and maximize it, you can see we have something very close to this. You can see. Now if you observe, you can see that we have more spacing at the top and bottom. This one has space at the top and bottom more than what we have here. So how do we add more space at the top and bottom? To add more space, come to advanced. Make sure you click on this dot, this place. Click on it to select the whole of this section. Come to advanced and let's add padding. Padding means the space inside a particular element or section. So first I'll delink it. I'll delink this padding and add padding top to be around 40 for the top, and come to the bottom and also add 40 at the bottom. And now if I maximize it, you can see this picture is showing just the way we have it here, and everything is working well for the first section. And after doing everything, make sure you come down here and update it. And by updating it, it means you are saving your work. Now after getting this first section, the next thing would be to come down and get this about section. And to get the about section, I'll scroll down, click on this plus and add one column. And after adding this one column, click on this dots here. Now we need to add a heading, 2 times global chemical company winners. So copy this heading, come here, drag the heading and drop it here. Then highlight everything and replace it. So we've pasted our heading. Then I want us to align it to the center because we have it in the center here. We have it in the center. So I'll just come here, come to style and choose center, and it moves your text to the center. Then the color, of course, we need to change it to black. And the typography, we are using Times New Roman. Times New Roman for the typography here. This is the one we are using. And for the font size, I want to use 20. So I'll make it to somewhere around 20. To get it 20, and I want it to be 600, the weight to be 600. So if I come here, you can see we've gotten something similar to what we have here. So this is how you get this section. Then the next one is to get the second heading, about 𝗙𝗵𝗆𝗆 Chemical Company. So I'll just copy it, come here, click on this dot, and I'll add the second heading. Just drag it and keep it under. Then I'll change this right up, I'll delete it, and I'll paste what I copied, about 𝗙𝗵𝗆𝗆 Chemical Company, and I'll align it to the center. So click on style and make it to be center aligned. And after making it center aligned, change this right up here, this color, rather change this color here, make it to be red. So I think we saved the color before, so click on this custom and choose my global. So now we have this color. Go to typography and change it from Roboto to pop-ins. So we want to use pop-ins here. And after making it pop-ins, let's add the size. So I'll make this size to be somewhere around 30. I want us to use 30 pixels. And for the font weight, we want something thicker. So I'll choose 700. And then we get it just how we want it. Okay. So now we have it to be 700. And if you take a look at this one, this about 𝗙𝗵𝗆, this text is very close. These two texts, they are very close. The line here separating it, there's no much space separating it. But if you come to ours, you can see that there is a big space here. There's a big space separating it. So we want to carry this thing closer to the other heading. So how do we do that? I'll first click on this second heading, come to advanced, and I will delink the margin. Click on this margin to delink it. Then if you add margin top, it means you are giving more space here. You are giving more space here. If you add margin top, you are giving more space. But if you reduce the margin, till it gets to minus, you can see we are trying to close it. So we are closing this, and now you can see it's very close. So we have this very close. So that's how you get that. Now after getting this two, next thing we need to add two sections. So we need a video here, and we need some text here, some right up by the right. So how do we get that? I'll come here, and to get the two sections, you see an element called inner section. So drag this inner section just below this heading. I'll drop it, and now I have two inner sections. I have one here, and I have another one here. So how do I add the video? I'll click on this dot, I'll drag this video and drop it here. And after dropping a video, it's going to show me a preview of how this video would look. This is the default video that comes. So if you look at the left panel, you can see the video source is YouTube. That means you need to copy a YouTube link, anyone you want, and paste it here, and your video will be brought to your website. If I expand this, you can see we have Vimeo. So you can get videos from Vimeo. We have Dailymotion, we have VideoPress, and we have self-hosted. Now what this self-hosted means is that you have your own video you want to upload on your website. So if I click on self-hosted, it now asks me to go and choose the video I want. And if I click on choose, I can have an option to upload files from my PC. So if you have a video on your computer system, you can upload it here. Now, I don't advise you upload videos from your PC, because it will make your website to be slow. If you keep uploading a lot of videos on your website in WordPress, it makes your website slow. So it's always better to go and copy a link, upload your video on YouTube, or copy a video link and bring it and put it here. So I'll change this from self-hosted to YouTube video. And I now need to go to YouTube. Since we are designing a chemical manufacturing company website, I need to go to YouTube and search for a chemical company video. So if I come here we have 𝗙𝗵𝗁𝗁 video. So I'll just come to YouTube and search for 𝗙𝗁𝗁𝗁. So youtube.com, I'll search, and when it opens, I'll search for 𝗙𝗁𝗁𝗁. You see 𝗙𝗁𝗁𝗁 chemicals. I'll click on it, and it opens the videos for me. So I just need to scroll down and check till I get that video. I'll keep scrolling down, keep scrolling down, keep scrolling down, and then here we have this video here. So I'll right click on the video and copy link address. I have copied the video link address. I will now come to my website, and I'll change the whole of this link, what we had here. I'll delete it and paste the video I got from YouTube. And after pasting this link, you can now see that it has synced this video. It has brought this video to my website successfully. Now, after getting this video, what next? We need to bring this paragraph. I need to add this paragraph up in my website. So I'll copy this paragraph, come here, click on this dots here, drag this text editor and drop this text editor here, highlight everything here and replace it with the one you copied. And after putting this here, come to style, make this color to be black, make the color to be black, and make the typography to be Poppins. So change it from Roboto to Poppins and make it to be 500. Make the weight to be 500. So this thing is bold a little. So make it 500. So after doing this, after getting this, let's just come here and click on this arrow to see how our website is looking. And so far, this is how our website looks. And this is how this one looks. So next we are going to be adding a button. We are going to be adding a button. We are going to be adding a button. So how do we add this button? Come here to your website. Click on this dot to see all your elements. Drag the button and drop the button under. So we are going to drop this button here. And I'll now go to first, I think we need to change the text. We have get started here. We have get started here. So I'll just come and copy this text. I'll copy it. Come to our Elementor workspace and change this click here to get started. And then after writing get started, click on style. And then for this color, I need to change this color to the global color. So click on this icon and choose global, and this is what you have. So we have that global color, but when you hover over it, you can see that the color disappears and we just have this plain white and this text. So I'll come back here and I'll first of all make this button to be bigger. So I'll come here, I'll scroll down, and this padding, remember, we'll delink it to get rid of the padding that came with it. Then for the padding top, I'll say I need 15. I want the padding top to be 15, the padding bottom to be 15 as well. Then the padding right to be 40, that's the space at the right, and then the padding left should be 40 as well. And this is what we have. This is what we have. Then after getting this, we now need to come to hover, because we want to add an effect. When somebody hovers on it, when somebody carries the mouse on it, we want it to grow and we want the color to disappear. So we'll come to hover and say, when someone hovers on it, click on hover, change the text color to that global. Click on this icon and make the text color to be global, and the background color. So now if you hover on it, you can see the color is global. It changes to this red, but the background color, we want it to be transparent. So come to the color here, come to this color and take all this color out. We want it to be transparent. So take the color out, and then for the animation, click on the animation and choose grow. So when somebody carries the mouse, it just disappears. So you can see we have added this successfully. Okay, so we've added this successfully, and if you come here and take a look, you can now see what we have. Then guys, you can see that we need a decent amount of spacing up here. We need space at the top. So how do we get that space at the top? Come here and select this whole section. We want to select this whole section, select it, come to advanced and delink the margin. Just delink this margin, and margin top, we want to add space at the top. So margin top should be somewhere around, let's say 110, 110. So this is the space we want to have at the top. We want to have margin at the top to be 110. And now if I check this site, this is how the site looks. Then lastly, you can see we have space in between this video and the right top here. We have a decent amount of space here. And how do we add this space? How do we add this space? Because this space makes the section to look very neat. So to add that space, come here and select this whole section. Just come here, select it. You can see this one. I'm not selecting this one, I'm selecting this one. Select it. come to column gaps and choose wider. Come to column gaps and choose wider. And once I choose wider, you can see that the space here is now wider. And if I click here, you can see I now have this section. You can see this section is now intact. Everything is working great. So we have this section here, and when you come down, we have this second section. Okay, so we've completed this section. Now the next thing would be to design this section, the specialty chemicals operative divisions. So to design this section, come back to your code, and we need to make one column. Click on this plus and choose one column. And after choosing this, we need to add a heading. So I'll just come here and drag my heading and drop it here. And I'll come here and copy specialty chemicals. Copy it, click on the heading, come here and change this heading to what we copied. Then go to style, change the color to black, and the typography, I'll just make it Times New Roman. So choose Times New Roman to get this typography. And for the font weight, we can make it 600 is fine, but for the font size, I want to increase it to somewhere around 35. I think 35 is okay for me, so I want to increase it to 35. Then the next thing we have here is operative divisions. So I'll just copy this heading, come here, click here to see all your elements, bring this heading down here, and I'll just change this to what I copied. So I'll paste it, operative divisions. I'll come to the style, and here I'll choose this global. See this global text color, click on that globe and choose my global one to get this color. Then go to typography, change the font from Roboto to Poppins, make it Poppins, and after making it Poppins, increase the size to be this big. So come here and increase the size to something like 40 pixels. So I'll increase the size to 40 pixels. Let's say 40 pixels. So 40 pixels is fine. Then for the weight, I want to make it thicker. I want it to be bolder. So I'll just come here and choose 700, which makes it bolder. And if you come here, you can see the space between them is tight. We don't have much space here, unlike we have here. So I'll click on this operative division, come to advanced, and click on margin. And if I say margin top, it gives more space instead. But I don't want to give more space. I want to close the space. So I'll use margin bottom. I'll click on down. Now it's showing -7, -8, -9. Make sure you close this space properly. Up to -15. And now the space has been closed. So we have this section. And next thing, we need to add this paragraph. So I'll just come and copy this paragraph. Come to the Elementor workspace. Click on this dots here and add the text editor, which is the paragraph. Come here and paste our paragraph. So this is the paragraph we want, and for the paragraph, I'll come to style, make this thing to be black, give it a black color, come to typography, I'll choose Poppins. I'll choose Poppins, and for the font weight, I'll choose 500. Okay, so I have now gotten this section, and if I come here and preview it, you can see what we have here. Then I'll come back to the code, and now we need to add this section that has the three pictures. We need to add these three columns here. We need to add the 3 columns. So what are you going to do? You're going to come to this, choose this inner section, drag this inner section and drop it, and it gives you 2 sections, but we need 3. So I'm going to duplicate one. So I'll right click on that one and click on duplicate so that I can have 3 columns here. So I duplicated the other one. So after duplicating it, click on this dot, come and search for cards. So if I search for card, you can see I have card by Happy Add-on. This is that extra plugin we installed. I told you we are installing Elementor Happy Add-ons. So I'll just drag it and drop it in this first column. And after dropping it in this first column, I'll come here to the badge text and delete it. We don't need this badge text. So I'll delete it and it goes away. Then come to the title and description. Come here and copy this title, specialty additives. I'll copy the title, come here and I'll just paste it from here. Then I'll come back here and select this much. Just select it, copy it, bring it here and paste it in the description. So I will just paste it in the description, and now you can see how this shows here. Then I'll come to style. I'll come to style, and when I come to style, I'm going to let me just scroll down to the title and description. So we have title and description, and for the title, I want the title to have a black color. You can see this black color. So I'll just go to the title and give the text color as black. Then for the typography, I'll change it from Roboto Slabs and I'll give it as Poppins. So I'll choose Poppins, and then after choosing Poppins, I'll now make it the weight to be 600. Make the weight to be 600, and for the size, I'll make it to be, let's say, 18 pixels. So make the size to be 18 pixels and the weight to be 600. So this is how you get this. And if I just minimize it, you can see just the way we get it here. You have it here. This is how we have it here. Then for this description, the specialty additives division, this description, scroll down and you see description. We have title here, we have description. So for the description, I'll click on text color and make this black. I want it to be black. And for this button, we don't even have a button at all. So how do we get rid of this button? Come back to content, and then you see button, click on button and remove this text. So the button goes away. So now we don't have any button here. So this is how you get this section. Then how do we add this picture? This picture of this Asian woman smiling. So I will just come here. Make sure you select this. If you scroll down, you see this first part, image and badge. Under content, click here, image and badge. Click on choose image. It's going to open up your media library. Click on upload files, click on select file, and then go to your downloads wherever you saved your picture. I'll come here, I'll open it, and I'll see her picture. So this is her picture. So I'll click on her picture and open it up to bring it to my media library. Then I'll select it. So I've successfully selected our picture. Then I'll update my work just to save everything I've been doing. And now if I come here and preview it, you can see how my site is showing. It's showing her picture. So I need two more. I need this picture of a hand holding this, and also a picture of this man mixing chemical. So I need to come back here, and instead of doing all this all over, I'll just come and copy it. See this pen here? I'll copy this section, come here and paste it. Also come here and paste it. So now I just need to change the content, change the picture and this content. So I'll click on this picture, click on choose image, go to upload files, click on select, and it will bring me to where I can select the pictures. So I can choose more than one picture. So this is the picture we want to use, this picture of this hand, and also the picture of this man mixing paint. So I'll just come here, press Ctrl and click on this picture. So that means I've selected two pictures, and I'll open them up. I'll add these two pictures, and I'll choose this one. Make sure you choose this one, and I'll select it. So now we have this picture. Come click on this pen to add the last picture. Opens media library, and then I'll add this man's picture. So now we have three pictures. And then to change the specialty additives, just come here and copy it, copy this much, just copy it, come back here, then click on this one, this second picture, anyone you want to change, scroll down and under title and description, open the title and description and change this. You just paste it, and for this is technology, I didn't copy the T, so you copy it, and then for this paragraph you just copy this whole paragraph here, not here, go to this one, copy the paragraph, copy everything here, and then bring it and replace it with what we have here. So this is how you get this one. And for the last one, you can also come and change it. So I'll allow you to do that yourself because we don't have much time. So you can change that. Then after changing it, you can see at the top we need space. If you come to the top here, we see we have a lot of space here. So how do we add space at the top? I'm going to give it a margin. So come back to our code. Make sure you select this whole section. This whole section has been selected. Make sure you select it. This 6 dots here. Come to advanced, delink the margin and say margin top should be, let's say 100. Let's say 100. And now if I preview it, you can now see we have this first section, we have the second section, and now we have this third section we've designed. Okay, so we have everything here intact, just the way we have it here. Now the next thing would be to design this section: current enrollment, qualified staff, company activities, active PTFA members. So we want to design this part. And how do we do that? You come back to your Elementor, and then we make one column. And after making one column, we need to give this column a background color. But before then, let's add this for inside. So I'll come to this place and click on inner sections. I'll drop inner sections inside. Here we have 1 and 2, but we need 4. So I'll duplicate this one. We have 1, 2, 3, and then I'll duplicate it one more time. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we have 4 here. And after having this 4, we want to add a counter. This is a counter. So I'll just come, click on this dot here, and then I'll scroll down, under general, scroll down under general. I'll just drag this counter and drop this counter here. And after dropping the counter here, I need to come to, let's see, I have 900k plus, so I need to change it. Here we have 100. I'll make it 900, and this place where we have plus, I can write k plus, k and plus, so 900k plus. So I have that. Then I need to add this current enrollment. So this cool number, I'll come here under title, I'll change it to current enrollment. Then come to style, and on the style I want to change the typography to Poppins. I can make this typography to be something like Poppins. I can make it Poppins, and for the font weight I can make it 700. I can make it 700 just to make it bolder. And then for the size I can make it 50 pixels. For the size I can make it 50 pixels so it looks very big and bold. Then for this paragraph, this is for the number. Then for the title, I can make the typography to be Poppins as well. Typography to be Poppins, and I can make the font weight to be 500. So I can make the font weight 500, while the size I can reduce the size to maybe 15. Yes, let's say something like 15 is fine. So I have 15 here. Now, how do we now get this background, this color, this red color? Come and select. There are 2 here. We have 1 here and we have the other one at the back. Make sure you select this overall section. Don't select the one in front. Select the one at the back. So I'll just select it. Come to style, go to background, click on this brush, and then for the color, click on this icon and choose global. So this is how you get this. And if I come here and maximize it, you see this thing is, we have a container here. It's not entering the whole page, unlike here where this thing is entering everywhere. It's occupying the whole page, but here it ends here. There's a white space here, so we need to stretch it. We need to stretch that section. So I'll click on it, click on this dot, come to layout and click on stretch section, so it goes into the whole screen. See, it covers the whole screen. Click on stretch section, then come here, click on this first content 900k. We need to make it white, so come here and change the text color to white for the number. Go to the title as well, change the text color to white as well. So this is how we get this first section. And after getting it, we need to get the other ones, 20k, 5k, 150k. So I just need to copy it. I don't need to do everything all over. Copy it, right click here and paste. So I've pasted this one, right click here again in the work and paste it. Then right click here on the fourth column and paste it. So now we have all this. Then we need to change it to 20k. So I'll just come here, click on this pen, and instead of 900, I'll just make it 20. Then come here, instead of 900, I'll make it 5k. So I'll click here and change this thing from 900 to 5. So you can see the counter is working great. Then last one, we have 150. So I'll just click here and change this to 150. So we have 150k. And then the current enrollments, you can now change it to qualified staff. You can change all of this, so you can change it. So I'll click here and come to this place. Instead of current enrollments, I'll just come and paste this. So we have qualified staff. So I'll just allow you to go ahead and add all these other ones here. So this is how you get this section. You can see the section. So you can add more space at the top and bottom, which means if I want to add more space, I just need to come here. I'll click on this place, click on this 6 dots here, come to advanced and delink the padding, then say padding top, let's say 20, and padding bottom 20 as well. So this is how we have a decent amount of space inside. Then we also need space outside, because if I come here, you can see we need space outside. We need space here. There's no much space here. So now we are making use of the margin. We are making use of the margin. So I'll say margin top to be 60 pixels. So I'll select this whole section, go to advanced and say margin top should be 60 pixels, so we can have much space at the top. Then I'll now come and update our work. Okay, so I'll now come and update the work. And after updating it, next let's look at the theme section. Okay, so we have the theme section here. So how do we get the theme section? I'll click on plus here and choose one column. And after choosing one column, I need to copy this heading. I'll just copy it, come to this 6 dots, drag the heading in, highlight this much and paste. Our creative talent, I've pasted it. Come to style, we need to give it this color, this red color, this color, we need to give it this color. So click on this global, click on this word icon and choose that color we selected earlier. And now we need to make the heading to be bigger. So come to typography. First of all, change it from Roboto to Poppins, and then make this to be somewhere around 40. I think 40 is fine. So make it 40 pixels, and for the weight, we'll just make it 700. Make the weight to be 700. So that's how we get that section. And the next section here would be to get the paragraph. So just come and copy the paragraph. Come here to see all the elements and then put text editor here. After putting your text editor, just come and highlight everything and then paste. So this is how you get this. Then go to the style, make this color to be pure black, make it to be black. Then for the typography, you can make it to be Poppins. So I'll make this Poppins and make the font weight to be 500. Make the font weight to be 500, and I can even make this to be 15. The size, I can add the size to be 15 pixels. So for the size, we have 15 pixels, and this works great. So if I just come and make this bigger, you can see we have this section here covered. So we have this section. Then now we need to add 4 columns. We need to add 4 columns. So I'll come back here and I'll come to the top. And when I come to the top, I'll choose inner sections, drag and drop it. And by default, we have 2 sections. I'll right click and duplicate, and also right click and duplicate. And now we have 4 sections. Then after having these sections, we need to bring an element that gives us a picture, write up, and all this. So to get that, I'll come to Elementor workspace, come to all the elements, then I'll scroll down, and under general, drag this image box and drop it here. So we have an image box. First, let's add the picture. So click on choose image, go to upload files, click on select files. So I'll add the 4 pictures of the team members. I'll click here, while holding shift, I'll click here to select these 4 pictures. Then I'll open the pictures. And after opening the pictures, I'll choose the picture of this man and bring it in. Then for the heading, I need to copy his name and put it here for the heading. So I'll just paste it here. And then for the description, company director, I'll just copy it, come to the description and paste it here. So this is the description. This is the description. Then come to style. Come to style to style it. So when you come to style, open the image and make the picture width to be 100%. So the picture is big and bold. Make the picture width to be 100%. Then scroll down, and then you see the content. Click on content, and for the title, we need to make this color. Click here and give it this color. Choose this our global color. So after choosing our global color, next thing would be the description, which is the company director. So this one, we are going to make it black. We'll make the color to be black, and I can make it to be, I can come to typography and make this to be Poppins. I'll change it to Poppins. I just love using Poppins, guys. So I'll change it to Poppins and give it a font width of 400, which is fine. Then you can see there is so much space here. I need to close the space. And how do I close that space? I'll just come to spacing, this title spacing, and I'll reduce this spacing to something like this. Let's say I'll leave it at 2. Or 2 is too small. Let's make it 3. So I can leave it at 3. And rest everything is fine. Let's add these social icons. So how do we add social icons? Come here and click on this dot at the top and search for social icons. I'll just search for social icons. I'll drag the social icons and drop it under. And after dropping it, you can see the icons are very big. How do I reduce the size? First of all, let's change the shape from rounded to circle. So we've made it circle. Then we need to align the links by the left. We want it to be left aligned. and after aligning it left, come to style. For the size, we want to reduce the size to something around 14. Something around 14 is fine. I think something around 14 is fine. Then we have four icons here. Why here we have just 3? Let's add the other one. So let's come here, come to content, and after these 3, click on add item, and it brings WordPress for you. If you don't want to use WordPress, you want to use another social media icon, click on icon library, and you can see them here. You can choose Twitter, you can choose any other one you want. So that is how you get this one. Now all these things are aligned to the left. The alignment on this picture is by the left, why ours is aligned in the center. So I'll select this whole picture, I'll select it and align it to the left, so everything can be aligned to the left. And if I click on this icon, I want to close the space. This space is too much here. I'll come to advanced, click on margin, and give it a negative margin minus 15. And then if I preview it, you can see I have the details of the company director. So to get the rest, I'm not going to be stressing myself doing everything all over. I'll just come here and copy it, and I will paste it here. I will paste it here too, and I will paste it here as well. Then come down here and copy the social icons, paste it, and paste the social icons. Then I'll click on this one, and I'll change this company director to general accountant. So I'll just come here and copy it, come here and change this thing to general accountant. So I'll just paste it. And for the other one, you can just change the rest. I can come and change this picture. So if I click on this and click on choose image, I can choose the picture of this lady smiling. I'll choose this picture, I'll select it. I can click here, choose image, choose the picture of this man, and come click here, choose image, and choose the picture of this lady. And now we have everything complete. So what you're going to be doing now is just to come and change the names. So if I click here and I can highlight this Michael Christian, and I'll change the name to 𝗙𝗵𝗁𝗆. So I'll just copy this, come here and change this name from Michael Christian to 𝗙𝗵𝗁𝗆. So guys, you can go ahead and change the rest because we don't have much time. I'm not going to be covering everything. So you can just go ahead and change the rest. Now, if you take a very close look, you can see there is a color here. You can see this is white. Why this picture, this section that contains the theme section has a background color. So let's quickly add that color. So to add that color, click here. Make sure you click here to select the whole of this section and go to style. Go to style. Then under style, you see background. Click on background type. Then for the color, we are going to add our color. So for this color, I'm going to be adding F5, F5, F5. So this is a hexadecimal value for gray. So I've added this color up. And now if I just minimize this, you can see how it looks. If I maximize it, you can see how it looks. We still have this container left here and right. There is space at the right and space at the left. I want us to close the space because here there is no space. So how are we going to do it? Come back here, select this portion, select this section, then come to layout and stretch it. So now it is stretched, and if I come here, you can see that everywhere covers properly. Now let's give space at the top. Let's give space at the top here and space at the bottom as well. So how are we going to achieve that? We are going to give it a padding top and padding bottom. We want padding top and padding bottom. So I'll come here, I'll just come here and select this one, go to advanced and say padding top. I'll delink it first of all. Padding top should be 70 pixels. Let's say 70 is great. And padding bottom should be 90 pixels. So padding bottom should be 90 pixels, and if I come and maximize it, you can see this looks great. This looks awesome. Our website is taking shape and it's looking beautiful, from creating the hero section to the about section to this section, and then we have this beautiful section here, and we have the theme section. So I'm going to come down here and update. Make sure you always come and update your work. Alright guys, so far we've covered these sections on our website. The next section we are going to be covering is the blog. We are covering the blog section, and before we add this blog to our website, we are going to install more plugins to help us to customize our blog and do some settings on our blog. So we are going to go back now to the WordPress dashboard and install more plugins that will help us to set up our blog and customize it to our taste. Alright, so to go back to our Elementor dashboard, we just need to come here. You see this hamburger icon here. Click on it, come and click on exit. So I'll just click on exit, and it asks me to, there's a prompt here, just whatever it is, just click on decide later. But what that prompt does is that it's asking you the destination to take you to when you exit it. So by default it shows post page. It shows post, like it showed post. So I just skip that part. Just click on decide later, then click on this WordPress icon to get to your dashboard. And right now we are in our WordPress dashboard. So to start designing our blog, we need to install additional plugins. Okay, so click on plugins, and then it opens the plugin section for us. Let me just close that. Then click on add new plugins. Add new plugins, and here I want us to install this plugin, Classic Editor. Click on this Classic Editor because we are going to be designing our blog with the Classic Editor and not Elementor. Then scroll down and install Classic Widgets as well. So install Classic Widgets, and this Classic Widget is going to help us to arrange the widgets, the sidebar on our blog, to help us to arrange the sidebar on our blog. Then we need to add another plugin called the Post Grid. So just come here and search for the Post Grid. Search for the Post Grid, and the plugin is developed by Radius Theme. So install this one as well. So this is what will help us to link the blog to our Elementor page. This is what helps us to add the blog on our home page using Elementor. So we install it, and then lastly we are going to be installing Ocean Social Sharing. So let me just type Ocean WP, and then the social sharing would also show. So Ocean WP, if I scroll down here, you see Ocean Social Sharing, and what this does is that it helps you, it gives you the share buttons, social media share buttons, to share your blog post on social media. Now let me come to this place. Let me come to the website we are designing. If I click on blog, you can see where it brings me. It brings me to this beautiful blog page with a sidebar. So this beautiful blog page, you can see it here, and you can see this sidebar. So this is what we are going to be using the Classic Widgets to do, to add the sidebar. And when I click on a particular blog, it takes me to the single blog page where it shows me the content of that blog. And if I scroll down to the end, you can see please share this. So you can see all these social icons here. That is why we are adding the Ocean Social Sharing, to make people share it. So I'll click on install, and it installs it. So to activate all these things at once, I'll come back to plugins, click on plugins, and select everything here. Just select everything, and come to bulk actions and click on activate, and then you apply. So that's all you're going to be doing. So after applying, you can see that everything was installed and it now brings you to this place. So just leave everything here, and come to plugins. Let's just reconfirm and be sure everything installed. So all our plugins are intact. They're intact. So to start adding your blog, you need to come to the post. Click on post, and then you see hello world. Now this hello world is what we were seeing when we installed WordPress for the first time. We saw hello world. It was showing us the post page instead of the home page, and we had to go and change it to set our home page as home page and not post page. So we don't need this default hello world. Just select it, come to bulk action, and move it to trash. We want to delete it, and now our post page is empty. Then I need to click on add new post. So I'll click on add new post, and then for the new post, let's look at the blog we want to add. So let me just come this website we are copying from. I'll click on blog, and you can see we have 3 blog posts here. We have introducing the 𝗙𝗍𝗹𝗵 group. We have 𝗙𝗵𝗁 talks, this one, and then we have compost chemical. So let's start with this one. I'll click on this one, and when it opens up, first we need to add our blog title. So this is the blog title. I'll just copy it. I'll copy the blog title, come here and paste it. Then we need to add the blog description, the details, the content. So I need to come here and copy the content of this blog, come and paste it here. So you see I've pasted it here. Then after this one, next thing we need to add, I'll come to the next line, and on this next line we need to add media, because we want to add this picture of this hand. So I'll click on add media, choose this hand picture and insert it into post. If this is not big, I'll just click on it and expand it to make it even bigger. Depends on the size you want. So I'll just add it up to be bigger. Then I need to come here and copy more content. So I'll just copy it, and after putting it, click your cursor down here, make sure it's blinking. You can see it's blinking. Then I'll press enter to come to the next line, and then I'll still paste it here. Okay, I'll still paste it here, and then I have my complete blog. So it depends on what you want to do, guys. That's the structure of writing your blog. You can just write the content, come down here, put the picture you want to put, or the video, come down, put the content. If you want heading, you can see you can add heading and all that. If you want to make a particular part bold, you can just add it bold. You can make it slanty, italic. You can add bullet list. You can add numbered list. You can add a quote, like you're trying to quote someone. Block quotes. You can align it to the left, center, right. You can add a link. You can even do a lot of things here. So this is how you do all these things. So after creating your blog, come to the right hand side and you can add a blog category. So here you can see the category is chemical. So I'll just come here to this place, and for the category I'll click on add new category, and I'll add chemical. So I'll add chemical. So that's the category. Everything is about chemical. Then I'll click on add new category. It's always good practice to add category, because if you don't add category, it's going to be showing uncategorized, which doesn't make sense. Then scroll down for the tags. We can add things like tags are just keywords. We can just add some few tags to help people discover our blog when they search it. So I'll come to the tags and write something like chemical, and I'll also look for another word here. Let's say 𝗙𝗍𝗹𝗵. So I'll just come after chemical, I'll put 𝗙𝗍𝗹. So in case someone is searching for it, we could see it. So I'll add my tags. Then I'll come down here. Then you see featured image. This is the most important one, featured image. Click on featured image, and featured image is this picture, the thumbnail of the blog, the picture. So just come here and I'll choose this picture and click as and set it as my featured image. Just insert it as your featured image. So now our blog is complete. Then I'll come down here to this blog. I'll go to the title, come to title and disable title, because we don't want to have title on our blog. Rest everything is fine. Scroll up and click on publish. So let's publish our blog, and our blog has been published. and now you can see the perma links. This is where we can view posts. We can view our post from here, and down here we have the perma link, the blog link. So I'll click on view post just to see how our blog is, and you can see our blog shows everything here. So this is how our blog shows, and we have this icon to share it. We have the tag as well. Someone can even drop a comment on our blog after reading. You can drop a comment, guys. So this is it. And if you look at the right, we have a sidebar here. We have a right sidebar, and on this our blog, you can see we have a beautiful right sidebar here. But if you come to our own blog, you can see the sidebar is not looking beautiful. So how do we add a sidebar? So to add a sidebar, come back here, click on edit post, click on edit post, and in fact, let's even leave this whole place. Come to appearance, and under appearance you see this place that says widgets. So we have widgets under appearance, and when you come to widgets, we now want to add the sidebar. So this place that says default sidebar, this default sidebar, remove these blocks, click on this small arrow here and delete. We want to remove the block here and add our custom sidebar. So click here again, delete it, click here again and delete it. So now our default sidebar is empty. So let's see how we can add our sidebar. So first thing here, we need to add about me. About me. So you see about me, just drag it and drop it here, and this is about me, and you can see everything. So to upload this man's picture, I'll come to upload image and select his picture and insert his picture here. And after adding the picture, John Doe is the name. Here it's John Stones. So I'll just come and try to get everything right. So I'll remove John Doe and replace it with John Stones. Then for the description, you see the description is fine. We have lorem ipsum, some dummy text. In case you have anything, you can change it. Then after the description, we have social media. We have about 4 social media icons there. So I'll just come here and put some icons. If you have links to your social media icons, you can add them here. But since I don't have any, I'll just put hash there, just to make sure something shows there. Then when you're done adding all these things, just click on save. So you just save it when you're done. Now we've added the first part, which is this one. Now the next one is the recent post. So far we don't have much post yet, but when you start updating your blog continuously, your blog starts recording your recent post and recent comments and all that. So how do we add the recent post? After about me, you need to scroll down and check for recent post. Look at it here. So just drag it and drop it under about me. So here we have recent post, and we have recent post. We have 2 posts here. So the number of recent posts, we want 3. There should be from the post, no query, and all these things. Just leave it like this. Everything is fine. Then I'll close it. Then the next one here, we have newsletter. So this newsletter is gotten by MailChimp, which helps people to subscribe to our newsletter. So I'll come here and I'll scroll down and select Namecheap. You see MailChimp here. So to get this MailChimp, I'll just drag MailChimp and drop it under the recent post. So I will drop MailChimp here, and here we have newsletter. Get all the latest content delivered to you. Everything is fine. So I'll leave it like this. Now, if you want to learn how to use MailChimp, I'm going to be dropping a tutorial on email marketing, and I'll be showing you how to use MailChimp, because MailChimp is one of the email service providers. So I'm going to be showing you how to use it and become a professional with it. But for now, this is how you add MailChimp to your blog. Then I will come down here, and then we have the follow us section. And here I will just scroll down and check for social icons. You can see social icons. Let me close this MailChimp, drag social icons and keep it under MailChimp. And now we have social icons. So I'm gonna be adding 4 social icons. I'll just add 4. So I'll come here, scroll down, and I'll add 1, add hash, add here, and add here. Now, if you have real links to your social icons, you can add them up. If you have real links, you can add them up. But this is just a tutorial, so I'm just adding random links, just putting this hash. So I've added them up, and I think that's all for the sidebar. That's all for the sidebar. So after adding everything up, if I come to the browser and I click on visit site, let's cancel. I think I have to save some changes here. There are some changes I haven't saved yet. Let me save this one. I saved this. Make sure you save it after adding it. You save it. So I just saved mine. Let me check the MailChimp. MailChimp is saved already. Let me check the recent post. Recent post is saved as well. So if I come back here now and I go to visit site, let's see how it's going to show. So it's going to show like this. And we haven't added our navigation menu yet. So let me go back to the site. Let me go back to the site. And what I'm going to do, I'll come to the blog page, the post page. Look at post here. I'll click on post. And then I will now come to this place, introducing the 𝗙𝗍𝗍. I'll come to view and I'll open it in another tab so I can see how my blog is doing. So when I come here, you can see everything has aligned and the shape, everything has taken shape properly. So everything is now looking great. Everything looks fine. Now, why you're not seeing recent posts is because we are yet to add some posts. We are yet to add additional posts. We've just added one post. By the time you start adding more posts, you are going to see that your recent post is going to show here. So this is how you add your blog. So I'm not going to be adding more blogs. I just showed you an example with this one. So you can just go ahead and add more blog content. I've added just one. When you go further, you can just try to practice and go crazy and add more blog posts to your website, because we don't have much time in this tutorial. So that's the only one I'm going to be showing you to do for now. So you can just proceed and add more. So to add more, just come here to add more blog posts. After adding this first one, to add more, click on add new post. And when you click on add new post, you now come and add another post to your blog. So that's how you keep adding posts to your blog, and you add a lot of posts to your blog. So guys, after adding our blog post, we are going to be moving back to our Elementor to add this blog to our home page. We'll go back to Elementor and add this blog to our home page. So to go back to Elementor, we'll just come and click on the logo here. Just click on 𝗙𝗵𝗁𝗁 Limited. Just click on this logo and it's going to take you to your home page. And this is what our home page looks like now. We have our beautiful home page. Everything is showing here. Beautiful home page. Scroll down. We've designed this home page. Everything is looking great. Everything is looking great. So just scroll down, and then now we need to edit this page with Elementor so we can add our blog post. So I'll just click on edit with Elementor. All right, so it has opened and we are in our Elementor workspace now. So I will just scroll down to the section where we need to add the blog. All right, so to add the blog section on our website, we'll click on this plus and I'll choose one column. Then to save time, I'll just come here and copy this section, the theme section. I'll just copy this heading from here. I'll scroll down here and I will paste it right here. So I will paste it here, but I'll come inside here and let's come to the site we're copying from. I'll click on home to take us to the home page so we can copy that section. So I'll just scroll down, and after the creative talent section, I'll copy news and events. This is what I want to copy, news and events, because this is our blog. Then I'll come here and I will paste it, news and events. So that's what I want to copy, news and events. And then I'll still come here and copy the paragraph. Now before we copy the paragraph, let me just come here and copy copy this. So I'll just come here and I'll right click and copy it. Then I'll come here, right click in between this and paste. So this just comes down. So we now have this here. Then I'll come here and I'll copy this much. I'll just copy this, just copy everything here, bring it here, and I will just paste it here. So I will paste this, and after pasting this, I will come here, and then now we need to add our blog. So I will click here to see all the options here. Then we have this TBG grid layout. So this is the blog, this is the element we are adding now, this TBG grid layout. So I'll just come here and drag it and drop it here. Okay, so I'll just drop it here, and when I drop it, it's going to display like this for me. So far it's showing me just one blog, showing me layout 1. So this is the blog, is showing layout 1, but it's showing us some sections here we don't want. Now why it's showing us one blog instead of 3 is because we've just added only 1. You know, I told you to add these ones by yourself. So once you add all these blocks and come here and drag this and drop, it's going to show you 3 blocks here. But because I've added just 1, it's showing me just 1 right now. So how do I get rid of this section? Because we don't have this section. So to get rid of this section, I will just come to the settings. Let's come to settings and see. So settings here, we can see we have section title. So I will just hide this. I don't want the section title to show. I will hide it. And after hiding the section title, I want the post title to show, of course, because this is the post title. I want the thumbnail to show as well. Then I want the post excerpt to show. Okay, I want the excerpt to show. Then for the metadata, you can see metadata is all these things here. So let's check if we have metadata. We don't have metadata here. So I'll just come here and I'll get rid of this metadata. So metadata ain't showing again. Then for the read more, I'll allow the read more button to show. So let's just display this thing in this bigger size and see how it shows. And you can see our blog is looking beautiful, and this is what we have. So to read more, you can just come and click here, and this is exactly what we have here. The only difference is that there are 3 blocks here because we have 3 blocks on our website, while here we have just 1. So it's just displaying only 1 block. Alright guys, so this is how you add a blog to your website. You can further come to style. If I come to style, you have an option to even customize all this thing, to change the font, change the color, change other basic settings. So basically for this blog, this is what we are going to be doing here. So you can just play around and go crazy with this so you understand it. So after creating the blog, the next step here, we have this section. Okay, so we now have this section, and to get this section, I'll just come here and click this plus, and I will select 1 column. All right, I'll choose 1 column, and after choosing 1 column, I need to copy this. See this heading, this title, this heading here, this is heading. I'll copy it and I'll come to my website. I'll click here to see all the elements I have. I'll drag the heading element and drop it here, and after dropping it, I'll just replace this with the write-up I copied there. So you can see turning ideas into reality. So this is on 1 line, however I want this to be on 2 lines. After reality, I want let's begin your project. I want this to be down, but here it's showing up. So I'm going to show you something you're going to do. So after this reality and colon, open this angular bracket, put BR, and then you close it. So this is the break element in HTML. So just put this break element, and then this is going to come down. Then after coming down, we need to make the size to be bigger. So to make this size bigger, come to style, and then come to typography. And in typography, I want you to change this from Roboto to Poppins. So just come here and write Poppins and choose Poppins. Now after choosing Poppins, I want you to increase the size as well. So come to size and increase the size. So let's say we want to increase the size to something like 40. We want to increase the size to 40. Size should be 40. Size should be 40. And then after making the size 40, let's make the weight to be 800. See, so the weight is really big and bold. So we just make the weight to be 800. And then we need to add a paragraph as well. Here we have a paragraph. So I'll just come here and copy this paragraph here. Just copy it from here. Come here, click here, and then scroll down and bring your text editor, which is your paragraph. Just drop it here, highlight everything, and paste the one you copied here. So we have our paragraph here. Then go to style, click here. No, let's leave the color for now. Come to typography and change this from Roboto to Poppins. All right, so change it from Roboto and put Poppins here. So now we have Poppins, and for the font weight, I'll just make it 500. Okay, so I've made it 500. And then the next thing, we need to add the button. So we need to add the button, and for the button, I can just come here. If I want, just copy this, grab this button and add it up. If I want to save time, I'll just come here, right click, come to copy, then come down here, and then after this paragraph, just on this paragraph, right click and click on paste, and then you have your button here. Now we need to put this in a background. We need to put this whole section is, we have a background image here and it's very dark. They have darkened it, they have given it an overlay. So we need to add that background image. So come here and select this whole section, go to style, and in style, I want you to click on background type, and then come to image, click on image, go to upload files, click on select files, and let's add that picture. So let's add that picture. Here it is, number 16, this picture. Click on open, and it's going to load the picture in your media library, and then I'll click on select. So I'll now select this picture, and this is how the picture shows. And then remember, I'll just scroll down here, and display size, I'll use cover. I'll use cover for my display size, so it looks great. So I'll use cover for my display size. And then for the repeat, I'll just do no repeats. Position, I can say, let me try bottom center. Nope, center. Okay, so this is great. So I have the position as center. That's the exact position we have. So center, and it's looking great. Now let's stretch this section because we don't want this white space here. We want it to be stretched. So I'll come to layout, and I'll scroll down and click on stretch. So it makes this thing to stretch all the way in. So this is how it is. Then we need to add padding, space at the top and bottom. So I'll click here, and I'll scroll up and click on advanced. So when I click on advanced, I'll come here and delink this padding, and I'll say padding top should be 40 and padding bottom should be 40 as well. Then I'll come back to the style, then I'll now scroll down for the background overlay. Click on background overlay, and I'm going to give it an opacity of 0.8. Click on this classic, and then the color should be black. Of course, I want the color to be black, and then I will give it an opacity of 0.8. So let's come and put, nope, not 6, 8. Okay, so this is 0.8. I've given it the opacity. Then I now need to change this right up. I'll click on this right up, and I'll change the color from blue to white. Then I'll also come to the paragraph and change the color of the paragraph from gray to white. So now I have this color here. And then for this button, I need to change the color of the button to white as well. So I'll come to style. After selecting this button, I'll come to style, and then I'll scroll down. The color, I will change the text color to this, my global color, while the real color, this one, I will change it to white. The background, I will change the background color to white, and this is how I now have it. So let's come here and see. Okay, so when someone hovers on it, I want the background color to become red. When someone hovers on it, let me first of all increase this opacity back. You know, we copied it from another button. We copied this button from somewhere else. So when someone hovers on it, I want the color to be this, my global color. Great. Then I want the text color to be white, and I want it to grow. So great, this is how we have it. Then here we have sign in. So I will have to come here, go to content, and change this right up from get started to sign in. Okay, great. Then we now need to put an icon. You can see here there is an arrow here. So after this one, just come down and you can see the icon here. Click on this black dot, icon library, and in icon library, just search for arrow. Search for arrow and choose this one and insert this arrow, and you can see it's showing it's at the left while this one is at the right. So I need to come and just put it, change it from before and put after, and now we have sign in and everything works fine. Then click on update. Make sure you update your work so you don't lose your work. So I have updated it, and the next thing now would be to get this form, to create this form and add our map as well. Okay, so to create that form, let's go to let's come back to our dashboard. We are back in our dashboard, and then I want you to install a plugin called WP Forms. Now most times this plugin comes automatically with WordPress when you install WordPress for the first time. So if you don't have that plugin, then go to plugins and install WP Forms so we can create this form. We want to create this form on our website. So go to plugins, click on add new plugin, and then come here and search WP Forms. WP Forms. So just search for WP Forms and it's going to open up. So you can see I have contact form by WP Forms. It has over 5 million active installations with 13,000 positive reviews, and it's compatible with my version of WordPress. So click on install now to install WP Forms, and it's been installed. Then click on activate. So after installing it, make sure you activate it. Okay, so it has been activated, and after activation it tells you create your first form. So I'll click on create your first form, and when it opens up for me, I will now customize my form and set it how I want it to be. Alright, so it brings me here and I click on let's go. Then it brings me here. So you can see a lot of forms here. Click on done. So I can create a form, a blank form from scratch, and just add my forms here, or I can use a simple contact form. So I'll click on use template. I'll click on use template. I want to use this simple contact form on my website, so I'll click on use template. I want to click on use template. And then when it brings me here, you can see a preview of your form. This is how your form is going to look like. Your form is going to be like this. So it's just a preview of your form. So I'll close all those prompts, and then after doing that, I'll just come here and click on save. So my form has been saved, and the name of my form is simple contact form. You can change this name. My name is simple. The name is simple contact form, and I'll close it from here because I've created my form. Then you can come here and copy this short code. You can copy this short code and use it on your website, or you can come back to your Elementor, to your website, and just refresh it, and you see that the WP Forms element is going to be added in our WordPress. Alright, so Elementor has opened, and right now we are in our Elementor workspace. So I'll just scroll down and add the form section. So to add this form section here, we need two columns. We need two columns, right? So I'll click on this plus and choose 2. So we are choosing 2 columns here, and I'll click here to see all the elements we have. So to add this element, first of all, we need to add this get in touch, and this is a heading. So I'll just copy it, come here, drag this heading, and then I'll change it to get in touch. Come to the style, change the color to my global one, and then the typography, I will make this to be Poppins, and then I'll just add the size to something like, how big is it? Okay, I think it's big, so I'll make it something like 40. Yep, 40, and I'll add the font weight to 700. So this is now here, and then we now need to add this form. So we've already saved our form from WP Forms. So when I come here to see all the elements, I'll just search for WP Form. So you can see WP Form is now reflecting here because we saved our form there. So I'll drag this WP Form and drop it here, and it's going to ask me to select the WP form. So I'll choose the simple contact form we saved from there, and you can see that it adds it up on my website. So we now have it by we have it on one of the columns here. We have it on this column. Now we want to add the map on another column. So I'll click here and I will just search for map. I'll search for map, and when I search for map, I'll just drag it and drop it here. So I'm going to drag and drop my map there, and my map is going to reflect. So here is my map, but the map is really short. I want this map to cover everywhere here, so I'm going to be adding the height. I'll add the height to somewhere around, I want to get that exact place, 595 is fine. So if I come here, you can now see we have this here. So everything is working great now. Then I need to give margin top, because if you see here, there is space here. There is a decent amount of space here. So I need to come here, click here and give it margin top. So I'll delink it and I'll say for margin top, I want it to be somewhere around 80. Yes, just space here to make the work neat. So it should be somewhere around 80, and I will update it. I will update it, and then that's all. I just update it. Then I need to come here and I need to give space between this. So you see there is space here, so I need to come and give that space. So I'm going to click here, click on this section, then come to layout, and column gaps I'll use wider. I want to use wider, and now if I come here, you can see that I have a wider column gap. So you may be wondering, you see here I have these things are arranged, the form box, the input box, the input boxes here are arranged, they are aligned properly. Why here I just have some like this? So to get this arrangement, you need to come to your forms and edit your forms. You need to set it that way. So I'm going to go and set it here. So I'll click here, then come to advanced, and instead of medium, choose large. So when you choose large, everything just it covers everywhere. Then click on the email, come to advanced and choose large. So everything is covered like this. Then click save, and it's being saved. Once you click saved, it's being saved. Then I'll now come to the Elementor, come to home in Elementor, go to your Elementor workspace and update your work. Update your work. And I don't want us to refresh this whole page, so I'll just come to this eye icon and preview my changes. So I'll click on this eye icon to preview changes, and now when I scroll down to the bottom, you can now see that everything is aligned properly because I went and set it up. So this is how you set your form. This is how you set your form. And if you want to be collecting information when someone fills this form, where do you want the form to take the person to? So if you come to set up, so it opens setup, and here you can change the name of this form. If you don't want it to be simple contact form, you can change it to any other name you want, or you can come to settings, and under settings under settings I'll click on notifications, and then you can see send to email. So this is the admin email. It's trying to use my admin email as the send to email. Then the email subject, this is the subject you are going to be seeing anytime this this form comes in, the notification comes, you see this subject. Then the from name, from, so the recipient is going to see that this form is from. Then you now put your company name or any name you want to use. Then from email, so here too you need to put your email here. You need to put your email here. Then I think that's all. This is how you set the admin email. So you can, if you just leave it like this, it's going to use the admin email you used in creating this WordPress account, you used in installing WordPress. But if you want to change the admin email, you can come here and change it to maybe your professional business mail. So you can now add it up here. So when you send somebody an email, the person gets it from your professional business mail. So this is how you set this here. And once you're done setting everything, for the confirmation, when someone submits this form, do you want to get this message, thanks for contacting us, we will be in touch with you shortly? Would you want to get this message, or you want to show a page? So maybe you've designed a thank you page and you want them to be redirected to the thank you page. You can come here and set that up, or you can even go to a different URL completely, just redirect it. So that is up to you. So when you're done doing everything here, just come and click save to save your changes. So after getting the form, the next thing here would be to get these two sections, connect with us, and also for moral weekly newsletter. So I'll come down here and I'll click the plus, come here, come to our Elementor workspace, click on the plus, and I'll choose two columns. I'll choose two columns, and let me just bring this closer. Here I need to add this YouTube video. So this is STEM Smart 2023. So I'll go to YouTube and I'll search for STEM Smart 2023. So I'll just choose this, and let's see this picture of these two people. Let's just scroll down, and you can see it here. I'll right click and copy link address. Then I will come here to our Elementor click on this place to see all the elements, drag video and drop video here, and after dropping video here, come to link, Control A, Control V. I want to paste this link here, so I've pasted the link of that video there. And the next thing would be to add the heading, connect with us. So I'll just come here and copy this heading, come back here, scroll down, drag the heading, drop it under, paste this heading, come to style, change the color to black. Okay, just leave everything, typography is there, and then here I just need to add it to something around 25. 25 is fine, 25 is okay. Then the next thing would be to add the paragraph. So this paragraph, see it here. So I'll just come here and copy this, come here, and I'll just drag text editor for paragraph, drag it and drop it here. Then I'll click and then I will paste it here. Then when I come to style, I'll just change the color to black, go to typography. I can make this 500 just to make it a little bit bolder. Sorry, I mistakenly clicked on. Okay, I have to just leave it like this. There's no need making it bolder. Let's just leave it at 400, and I can just add the size to something around 16. So 16 is fine. So I think I'm cool with this. I love the way it is. Then I need to reduce the size. So select this. I need to close the space, not reduce the size. I need to close the space. Come to advanced, and then delink this margin and margin top, make it minus, just take it up somewhere here. 18 is fine. Then we now need to add the social icons. So come here and search for social icons. Social icons, drag the social icons and just drop them here. And when you drop them here, I can click plus to add more, then change this from rounded to circle. And if I come to the style, I'll just reduce the size. The size is too big, so I can leave the size to be 15, and I will just align everything to the left. Come back to content and align it to the left, and then we need to give it a margin. So come to advanced, delink this margin, and margin bottom should be 33, and this is what we get. So we get this, and then I come here, I copy everything from here, and I paste it here. I copy this as well, copy it, I'll paste it, I'll copy this one. I don't think it's necessary to copy this other one. Okay, it is. So I'll just come here and I will paste it here. And after pasting it, I'll just copy this. And I'll replace it with this. And then I need to add a button. So I can just add a button. Let me just copy a button we've added before. So something like this is fine. So I can just come here and I'll copy this button. I'll bring it here to the end. Just right click and paste the button, and I have get started. But here we don't have get started, we have subscribe now. So I'll just copy this text, subscribe now, bring it here, click on the button, change this get started to subscribe now. And if you can see, this button is rounded, it's more rounded. So come to style and you see border radius. You see border radius, so just increase the border radius, just add it, and you can see it's becoming rounded. And now we have a button that is rounded. So if I close this, you can see how it is, but the space here is much. So we need to close the space. So click on the button and go to advanced, click on margin, and I'll just close the space up. I'm just closing the space up, so somewhere, okay, I think 25 is great. 25 is okay. So we have this here, so we have it here. Then we need to make the space in between, we need to make this space bigger, this space wider. The space between this video and this video, need it wider. So come here and select the column that has the both videos. So select it from here, come to layout and column gaps, make it wider. So now we have it wider, and then you come and you update it. Then for this picture, for this video, we need to use the video we used before. So I'll scroll to the top, click on this video to get the link. So I've clicked on that video, and then here is the link. Come here, Ctrl+A, Ctrl+C to copy, scroll down, click here, come here, Ctrl+A, Ctrl+V, just to replace that video with the other video there. So the video is now replaced and everything is good. So let's now come here and add margin. I'll click here and I'll add margin top to be 50 pixels. So I'll come to advanced, and then I'll delink this thing, and margin top should be 50 pixels. So that is what I'm going to do, and then I will now update it. Alright guys, so after updating it, you can now see that our whole website is complete. So we have designed a complete website. It took us a long time, but we've successfully designed a complete website in Elementor. We have this hero section, we have this about section, which is looking very neat and beautiful. We have this section as well, which looks great. We have this section, we have the team section, we have this news and event section. Now this news and event section, we need to add some padding here because it's almost touching up here. So we need to add some padding at the news and event section. So we need to give it a padding of, let me come here, just select this, please select it from here, come to the top. You can either give it margin or padding. Let's just give it margin, and margin top, we'll just bring it down. Margin top should be, let's say somewhere around 60. So at least this looks great. So you can see this is looking better now. So we now have our blog section, we have this section, we have get in touch, which is for our form, and then we have this last section. Alright guys, so we have successfully designed our homepage. We have designed our homepage successfully and everything looks great. So in the next video, I'm going to be showing you how we can add our navigation menu. Okay, I'll show you how we can add this navigation menu and how we can add the logo as well. So that's what we are going to be doing in the next video. Alright, so now we are going to be adding the logo and fav icon. So here is the logo we have here for this website, and we are going to be adding the logo. And if you look at this place here, just take a look at YouTube up here. You can see that this YouTube has a fav icon. There is this fav icon, this icon here. And if you look at Dreamhost as well, Dreamhost also has a fav icon. So we are going to be adding our logo and fav icon next. So to add your logo and fav icon, let's just exit this place. Let's leave this page. So I'll click here, this hamburger icon, those three lines there, and then I'll click on view page. So now we can view our page. So we want to remove this 𝗙𝗵𝗆𝗆 Chemicals Limited and replace it with our logo. So how do we do that? If you look at the top here, you will see customize. So click on customize, and it brings us to the customize section where we can run basic customizations. Alright, so when it brings you here, to change your logo, scroll down and you see header. Click on header, then click on logo, then click on select logo, upload files, select files, and see the logo here, 𝗙𝗵𝗁. I'll click this logo to choose this logo. Then this freaks, you see this F, I'll click Control and click so that I can just get these two. I want to select the 𝗙𝗵𝗁, the logo, and the favicon. This is the favicon. I'll select the both of them and I'll click on open to bring them to my media library. So first of all, we are dealing with the logo. Click on this logo, make sure you select the logo, then click on select. So it should ask you, do you want to crop image or skip cropping? Please make sure you choose skip cropping. And when you click on skip cropping, you can see it's now showing a very big logo, but you can come to this max width and just set your logo size. So I can increase it to something like this. 135 is fine for me. 135 is okay. And I'll click on publish. So I have uploaded my logo. Then let's upload the favicon. So to upload the favicon, I'll come to the favicon. I don't think it's here. Let me just go back and I'll come to site identity. And then you can see select icon. I'll click on select icon and I'll choose this icon. And when I upload this icon, you see that this thing is going to change and start showing us the icon of our website. So I'll click on select and it brings it here, and I'll click on skip cropping, and then now you can see our site has this icon beside it. So that means we've added our fav icon successfully. Then I'll click on publish. So now we've published our logo. We have our logo here, and let's see how we can add our footer. So if I scroll down here, you can see a section that says copyright 2023 𝗙𝗎𝗆 Limited, designed by, then my name here. So I'll just come here in our customize section. I'll click on back. I'll scroll down and you will see footer bottom. You can see footer bottom. So copyright, let's scroll down and see copyright 2024. Then let me just change this to copyright 2024. Then we have, instead of Ocean WP, we need to change this thing to 𝗙𝗎𝗆 Limited, designed by. So I'll just come here, copy it, bring it here and paste it. 𝗙𝗎𝗆 Limited, designed by who? I will now write some HTML code here. So I'll open this angular bracket, put A, because I want this thing to be a link. You see, designed by 𝗙𝗵𝗁. If I come here and I click on this, if I click on my name here, once I click on it, it takes you to my website, because I'm trying to present myself here as an agency or a web developer. So I'm just giving credits to me. So when you click on it, it brings you to my website. So I'm trying to change this to a link. Let's go back. So I'm trying to change that to a link, this thing to a link. So 𝗙𝗎𝗆 Limited, designed by, I'll put A. A is for anchor tab. Inside the A, I'll put this attribute href equals to, I'll put the property and the value. So I'll just come here, href. Okay, I'll put the link. So I just need to come here and put the link, not the property and value. Just put the link. So I'll just put my website URL here. Then come in here and I will now write my name here. And then I will now close it. You see? So this is what I'm going to do. So when you carry your mouse here, you see that I can click on it. Then I can even style it. I can change the color. To change the color, just after this one, I'll give space and I'll write style equals to, and then here I'll write color, which is the property, and I'll now put yellow, which is the value, and then this is how I get this section. Copyright 2024, 𝗙𝗎𝗇 Limited, designed by, then my name is here, 𝗙𝗵𝗁𝗶. So this is how I get this section down here. Then I'll click on publish, and when I click on publish, it's active. Then I'll come back here, and for the footer widgets, we are not designing any footer, we're just using the footer bottom. So come here and deselect it, enable footer widget, just uncheck this so it goes away. So we are not using any footer widgets here. Then I'll click on publish. So this is how you add the logo on your website, you add favicon, and you also add the footer on your website. So the next thing we are going to be adding, let me scroll to the top, we are going to be adding this navigation menu. So let's go and see how we can add navigation menu. So click this X to close the customize section. We are clicking the X to close the customize section, then carry your mouse here and click on dashboard. So when it brings you to dashboard, come to pages, click on pages, because all these things are pages: home, about, who we are, team, blog, services, contact us. So we want to make this page who we are and create the team as well. So we will come here. So when we come here, come to pages. Just follow what I'm doing, guys. Come to pages. So in pages, click on add new page, and then we'll now add who we are. We add, let's close this, who we are. So we're now adding this page, and then scroll down and you see this place that says OceanWP settings. Change this to full width, disable the padding, click header, disable top bar, click title and disable title. Then come here and update. So we've added the who we are section on our website. This is the page. We've added this page, and then we need to add another page. So carry your mouse on this plus here and click on page, and now we are adding the team section. This about us is not a page. It's not a page. We have these two pages. This is just like the main menu, and we have sub menus under it. So we are just going to make this like a link, but it's not going to be linked to anything. These are the pages. So leave this about us, create who we are, and now we create team. So I'll come here and create the team page. Just write team, scroll down, make this team to be full width, disable the padding, come to the header, disable the header, come to title and disable title, then scroll up and publish. So that's how you do it. Then come here still and click on new page, and now we don't need to create this blog page because, okay, let's create the blog page. We need to create the blog page. So I'll come here and click on blog. So I'll just create the blog page, and I'll come here. I don't need to do anything here, just leave everything to be like this and publish. Since this is the blog, we need the sidebar. We don't need to make all those settings. Publish. And then the next thing here would be services. So come here, carry your mouse on the plus and click on page. So we're going to be adding the services. So I'll click here and what's wrong with me? Services. Great. So I'll now scroll down, change this to full width, disable the padding, come to header, disable top bar, come to title and disable the title. Then I'll click on publish. So that is it, guys. Then when I come here, after services we have contact us. So I will now come here and the plus then click on page, then come here and click contact us. Then I'll scroll down, make it full width, disable padding, header, disable top bar, title, disable page title, and then I'll click on publish. So I have added all the pages I want, but these pages are not going to be reflecting here yet. I have just added the pages. Let's now go and make these pages to appear here. So how do we achieve that? If we want to make our pages to appear here, come to our dashboard. Under appearance, you can see this place, appearance, click on menus. See menus here. So under appearance, just click on menus, and when you click on menus, it's going to load and take you to the menu section, and it brings you to this menu section. If you scroll down, you can see, so right now we don't have any menu yet, so we need to create a new menu and give it a name. So I'll click on this menu name, and you can name it anything. I can name it James menu, I can name it Mesologic menu, but I prefer to name it main menu. I just want to name it as main menu. Then where do you want this menu to be displayed? I want the menu to be displayed on the main menu. So choose main here. Just come here and choose main, because you want this to be your main menu. If you want it to be your top bar, you can choose it. Then after choosing our main menu, we now need to add this menu here. So here we have pages. If I click on view all pages, you come here, we have the home. So I'll select home and I'll click on add to menu. Then which one do we have? We have about us. Now on about us, like I told you, is not a page, it's a link. So come to custom link, and here the URL, just put hash because it's not going to be linked to anywhere. Then the link text, you just put about us. So I'll make it caps lock and put about us, and then I'll add it to the menu. So now we have about us. Let's make this home to caps lock. So I'll click here and I'll change this home. I'll make it caps lock, home, about us. Then the next one, we have who we are and team. So come back to the pages. So for the pages, we need who we are and we need the team. The both of them. I'll click on add new. So who we are needs to come first. So I'll just drag it and bring it to the top. Then this needs to be inside. You see, they are under this about us. So I need to just drag who we are and take it inside. Grab the team and take the team inside as well. So now we have the both of them under about us. Then we have the blog. So I need to come here and choose this blog and add to menu. So the blog is now here. Then what next? We have services and contact us. So I'll just click on services and contact us, and I'll add them to our menu. So services needs to be here first. So I'll bring services here, then contact us. Now when you're done, make sure you come here and you save changes. Make sure you come and save changes. So I have saved my menu, and let's now go and refresh our site and see how our menu looks. So if I come here and I right click, visit site in another tab. Let me just see how our menu looks, and I click on it. You can see we have home, we have about us, we have blog, we have services, we have contact us. And if I carry my mouse on about us, we have who we are and we have the team. So we've now added our navigation menu successfully, and everything is working. So let's see how we can make this menu bold, because here this menu is very bold and it looks beautiful, while here it doesn't look bold. So to do that, come to customize section. So just click on customize to go to your customize section. So we are here, and now we need to scroll down to make this menu bold. Come to typography, see typography here, then come to main menu, and the default we need to make it around semi-bold 600. You can see that it's bold, but not as bold as this one. So I'll just make it semi-bold 700 or bold 700. Okay, so you can see it's now very bold. Then for the font style, I'll just leave it like that. Text transform, I can make all of them uppercase. For the font size, everything is cool here. Then I will now publish it. So this is how we get these. And for this drop down, I'll just come back, and I have main menu drop down. Click here, make it. There's no need making the font pop-ins. Let's just come and focus on this one. 700 default should be uppercase, and then I'll now publish it. So now you can see this is bold as well. So we've now done everything here. Now the next thing I want us to do is I want us to link to add pages. I want us to add pages to our website. I want us to see how we can create this 𝗙𝗵𝗆 page, because if I come here, if I come to the website we are designing from, this is the website we are designing from. If I come here, when I click on 𝗙𝗵𝗆, you can see it brings me to 𝗙𝗵𝗆 page. If I click on theme, it brings me to the theme page. If I click on blog, and like that. So I need to come here and I'll close this customize, because we are done doing customizing the navigation menu. So when it opens up, I will now go to my, okay, let's now go to the dashboard. Let's say we want to work on 𝗙𝗵𝗆. So if I click on 𝗙𝗵𝗆, it's going to open 𝗙𝗵𝗆 for me, and now this page is blank. There is nothing in this page. So I'll click on edit page. Then when it opens, I will now click on edit with Elementor, because if you want to design this 𝗙𝗵𝗆 page or theme page, you need to come to this page and click on edit with Elementor and start designing this from scratch. You put this picture, put heading, which I believe is something you can do at this point. You can design this whole page very easily. But then what I want us to do, I just want us to import these pages in, because I have already designed these pages for you, and I'll be showing you how to import pages into your WordPress website. So come to this place, click with edit with Elementor, and let's wait for it to open. So it now opens with Elementor. So I want us to import a template. I've already designed the website and kept it. So I want us to import the page. So come here and click on this folder icon, the second icon there. Then come to my templates, click on this arrow here, select file, because we want to import it. Then when it opens, I've included this file in the resource I put on my website for you to download. You will see this folder called pages. Open the folder, then you will see services, you will see theme, you will see about us. So if you click on this about us and open it, this about us is the 𝗙𝗵𝗆 page. The services is the services page. The theme is the theme page. So you just need to come here on about us and select about us, open it up, choose this Elementor, choose this file inside, and open the file. So it's asking you uploading JSON file from unknown sources. Just click on continue, then click on import without enable and import. Click on enable and import, so we can import that page to our website. So we are importing the page and it has been imported. Come to this place, insert, click on insert, and it will ask you, do you want to override this thing? Say don't apply. Don't apply, because I've already designed this website for you. I just need you to come and import it into your website. I've already done it for you, so you can see it now brings this site for me. It now brings it for me. It now brings this site for me. So all you need to do here is just to come and change this picture, this place for picture. You can see the picture is not here. So when you come to style, choose image. So if now you can now add any picture you want. So I can just decide to say, okay, let me choose this picture and select it. And now I have this picture here for the about us section, and you can see how it looks. So I've just imported this whole page to my website, and now I can now come and update it. So the page has been updated, and if I click here and click on view page, you can now see this page. So you can see it. This is how it is. So if you come here and you click on who we are, this is where you're going to be. If you click on the theme is empty. So to import the theme, you still click on edit page, go to edit to Elementor, go and import this other template. So for the theme, you come and you choose this one, and then you add your theme template. And for the services, you open this up and you add your services page. So that's how you're going to be adding the rest of the pages. I'll allow you to do that yourself. Then if you come back to the browser, let's see how we can add the blog page, because now when you click on the blog, it doesn't see it as a blog. This is how it shows. It doesn't recognize it as a blog. So let's see how we can make our browser to recognize this as a blog automatically. So I'll come here and click on dashboard. Click on dashboard and then come to settings. And when you come to settings, come to reading. Come to reading on the settings. So when you come to reading on the settings, you see this place, your home page displays a static page. Then what of the post page? The post page is our blog. So I'll now click on this post page to display our blog. So I'm now choosing the post page as our blog, and I'll scroll down and save changes. So automatically the blog page will be seen as a post page. So every post we are posting, all our blog is going to be on the blog page. So if I come here and I visit this site now and I click on the blog, you can see this is now showing automatically on the blog. It's now showing on the blog page. Now everything you add here is going to be reflecting here. It's going to be showing on this blog page. Everything you add is going to be showing on this blog page. So this is how you add your, this is how you set your post page as your blog page. Then I've shown you how to import the rest of these pages. So guys, I think that's basically it. Now the last thing I'm going to be showing you is how to make your website to be mobile responsive. So if I come to home, if I click on home here, it's going to open up for us like this. I'll click on edit with Elementor and show you how to make your site mobile responsive. And when I show you how to make your site mobile responsive, we are going to be adding our translator and live chat, and that will be all. So let's see how to make our website mobile responsive. All right, so we are in Elementor right now, and if I scroll down, if you see this place, responsive mode, where my mouse is, responsive mode. If I click on responsive mode, if you come to the top, you can see we can optimize this site for desktop, tablet, and mobile phones. So right now it's on desktop and it looks great. So if I go to tablet, you can see that on tablet it's showing like this. This section doesn't look bad. Then here it's beginning to look messed up because it's too tiny. So I need to come to, there are two columns here, which means this is 50-50, which makes it 100. But I'll come and make this 50. I'll make this one to be 100. Instead of 50, I'll say 100. I'll type 100, and this becomes full width, which makes it to fit in better because this is a smaller screen. I'll come here too and put 100. So you can see if it's on tablet, these settings I'm doing is only going to be applicable on tablet. 100, 100, which makes it look great. Then I'll come down and here I'll make this one 100 as well. So I'll make it 100. Come to this one, make it 100 as well. Scroll down, click on this one, make it 100 as well. Scroll down, make this one, I'll click on this and make it 50, and click on this and make it 50 as well. Click on this and make it 50. Click on this and make it 50 as well. Okay, this looks better now. Then here I need to make it 50-50. So 50, 50, 50 and 50. So you can see everything is looking good on tablet. So here we have just one block. By the time we add another block, it's going to be aligned properly. Everything is going to fit in properly. So this section is good. For the form, let's just make this form to be on, I'll make it 100. And then for the map, I'll make the map 100 as well. Make the map 100 as well. Then I'll scroll down, and this section is fine, but let me just make everything to be cool. So I'll just come here, make this one 100, and come down here and make this 100 as well. So you can see I have now made this site to look very responsive on tablet. So I'll just come here and update it, and after updating it, I'll now come to the mobile phone. Let's see how it appears on phone. So let's go to the top and see how it appears on phone. So on phone, you can see I feel this write-up is too big on phone. I'll just click on it and come to style. Every edit I'm going to be doing, every edit I'm making here, it's only going to be affecting it on phone. So instead of 50, I'll make it 40. So you can see on phone it's a bit smaller. Then I'll scroll down, and for me personally, I prefer making everything to be centralized on phone. So I'll just make this center, click here, and come to style, make it center aligned. I prefer to make everything center aligned on mobile phones. Make it center aligned, so you can just do the rest yourself. Make everything here to be center aligned, align all these things to the center. Just click on it, then come to this place, come to style, and make it center. That's just it. Make it center, and it just goes to the center. So I'm going to allow you to do all those by yourself, so this tutorial is not too long, but you can see every other thing has been aligned properly already, and it just looks great. So everything is looking great on mobile phone, everything is looking great on mobile phone, and I love it. So this is how you make your website mobile responsive, and you can just optimize your site generally across multiple devices, and it's going to look great. And when you're done, you just come and update it. So in the next section, I'm going to be showing you how to install a translator on your website. I'll show you how to have a translator on your website and also a live chat on your website, and that's going to be all for the tutorial. So let's see how to install translator on your website. Just like we have it here, whenever you click on the translator and you click on the language, it translates your whole website. See, that's translated our website to Arabic. So let's see how we can do that. So first we are going to exit this page, or just come back to your dashboard. Come to your WordPress dashboard, and in your WordPress dashboard, I want you to go to plugins. This is a plugin. So come to plugins and go to add new plugin. Add new plugin. And then when it brings you here, search for 𝗙Translate. 𝗙Translate. This is the name of the plugin we are going to be installing on our website. So 𝗙Translate, I think it's this first one here. Translate WordPress with 𝗙Translate. Click on install, and then click on activate. Click on activate, and it's gonna activate it. So after activating it, let's see how we can run the configuration. So scroll down, check the plugin amongst this plugin. See 𝗙Translate here. If you can't see it here, I think it's sometimes it's under appearance, or is it settings? Yes, see under settings we have 𝗙Translate. So you can access it from here, and you can also access it from here. So click on settings. Click on settings. And when you click on settings, I want us to set everything here. So for the widget look, click on this widget look and change it to nice drop down with flags. and you can see the preview here. Everything you're doing here, you can see the preview here. Then here we have English, which is okay. Then leave all these other options. Then this auto switch to browser language, you can check it on. So if you're accessing it from any country, it will show you automatically switch to your browser language. Then show in menu. I'll choose my main menu because I want this thing to show in my menu. It should also show in my menu. Then show floating language selector. I'll choose top left. And then for the wrapper, just leave it to be like that. This one, leave it like that. Leave every other thing here like that. So you can see some languages have been selected. If you want, you can add more languages from here. We have Igbo. You see, we even have Igbo here. We have Hausa here. So you can change, you can add all these languages to your website, and then you can save them. So I'll just come here and click on Save Changes. All right. So I'll just click on Save Changes, and then we'll try to go and visit our website. So I'll just come here and visit our website. So let me bring my mouse here and visit this website in another tab. And then you can see we have our translator here. Now we have English, and when I click on it, I can change this whole website to Arabic. So let's see if it's gonna change to Arabic, and voila, it's changed to Arabic. So from here you can change to more options. You can change to Chinese, you can change to French, you can change to German, to Italian, and all that. So you have these things to play around with and just go crazy with it and get familiar with how all these things work. So that's how you add a translator to your website. So the next thing, we are going to see how we can add live chat to our website. And for this live chat, I want you to come back to the dashboard. Just come back to your dashboard, and I want us to install a plugin for the live chat. So come to the plugin section, come to the plugin section, click on plugins, and then click on add new plugin. Then I want you to install 𝗙𝗵𝗄. So install 𝗙𝗵𝗄. Just search for 𝗙𝗵𝗄 and install it. You can see we have 𝗙𝗵𝗄 here. This first one, click on install now. So 𝗙𝗵𝗄 is a live chat. It's a plugin for live chat. So I'll just click on 𝗙𝗵𝗄. It's installed. I'll click on activate, and 𝗙𝗵𝗄 has been activated. So 𝗙𝗵𝗄 has been activated. And then I have 𝗙𝗵𝗄 on the website now. So see 𝗙𝗵𝗄 here. And if you want to access this 𝗙𝗵𝗄, see the live chat here, 𝗙𝗵𝗄 chat, and I'll just click on 𝗙𝗵𝗄 chat here. And then it will open up and bring it here. So it says create a free account or login. So for this create a free account, I'll just click on the email, and let's just add an email. I'll just add something like, let me just add a random email and say maybe info@𝗙𝗵𝗄.com. So something like this, and I'll come to the password and I'll put password here so we can use it. So I've put my password. I'll agree to the terms and condition, and I'll click on get started. So I'm trying to create a 𝗙𝗵𝗄 account right now. So I click on get started, and it brings me in here. I'm going to close this for now. So it's taking me into the 𝗙𝗵𝗄 panel, where I can just set up everything I want. So it's asked me my name, and I'll just put support, or I'll just put 𝗙𝗵𝗄blog as my name. Then a job role that best describes what you do: marketing professional, founder, owner, or this one. I'll just choose marketing professional. And I want to interact with customers via, I can choose website via live chat. If it's via WhatsApp or email, you can just choose them. I'll click on next. So it's showing you a preview here. Then my company's industry is, so you can choose agency, you can choose services, you can choose real estate and all that. So I'll just choose agency. My company size is 2 to 50. My company gets this number of inquiries per month. I can choose 1 to 10. How was your website built? I'll choose WordPress. Then I will now come down and click on next. Then I want to have Tidio up and running, just playing around as soon as possible. I want to have this up and running as soon as possible. I'm currently using just getting started. I'm not using anything. And where did you learn about Tidio? I can just say I learned about it on YouTube. Then I'll click on start. So it says offer live support. Sure, I want to offer live support. And I now click on let's go. So that's just like a wizard trying to guide you on how to run the basic configuration. So just click on let's go, and it now opens Tidio panel for me. And congratulations guys, you are in your Tidio panel right now. It's your Tidio dashboard where you configure your live chat and all that. So we are in the Tidio panel. So I'll just click on settings. I'll click on settings, and then you can see here we have live chat. You can see the background color is this color here. You can see the background color is this color. I can change it to purple, and it will change to purple. I can change it to orange or any color I want, but I'll just leave it as blue. Then welcome image, you can do it, we reply immediately. Widget position, it can be left. If I choose left, it's gonna move to the left. You can see it's moved to the left here. If I choose right, it's gonna move back to the right. So I can choose right. And the label text is chat with us. So you can see chat with us here. I can change this label text to maybe contact us or anything like that. Enable widget sound, of course, you can enable widget sound. So before it sounds, before the prompt comes up, you hear a sound which makes it make more sense. Then widget visibility, it should be, you want to display widget, of course, you should leave this on both on desktop and mobile devices, which is something I highly recommend. Display the chat when you're offline. All these things, just leave them like this. Get started, just leave this. Hi there, welcome to our website, ask us anything. So you can change all these messages if you want to. The mobile widget, you see, this is you customizing it on phone. So you can decide to say, okay, if it's on phone, let it be by the left, but if it's on desktop, it should be by the right. So you have full access for your customization here. You can just do what you want here and everything would go well. So let's just close all these other ones. So when you're done with putting everything here, just click on save changes. So your changes have been saved. Okay, so your changes have been saved. So I'll just choose online here for the preview. This is how you see it when it's online. This is just a preview. Then I can come to the chat page. If I click on chat page, okay, this is, they want me to go premium for me to get this here. Chat page feature is available in starter plan and requires additional verification. Please upgrade to a starter plan. We don't want to upgrade yet, so we're gonna leave that for now. But I think this is just basically it. We've done the main things we need to do here. If I click on appearance, it brings us to what we just configured. All right, so when you're done with the configuration here, the next thing would be to connect your WordPress to your Tidio account. All right, so let's go back to our dashboard. So I'll come back to the dashboard here, and before this thing starts reflecting on our website, we need to connect this WordPress installation to our Tidio account. So I will just scroll down to Tidio chat. I'll click on Tidio chat. Then to this create account, I will just come and connect my account by logging in because I have an account already. So I'll click on login, come here, and I will use my email. So I've typed my email, then I'll put my password. Then I'll click login to connect my account. And now you can see I have logged in. It asks me to choose a project. I'll click here and I'll choose omniblog.com, and I'll click on integrate selected project. So it's trying to connect this account, this Studio account, to my website. So now it's been connected successfully, and now it's going to be active on my website. So if I click on open 𝗙𝗹𝗵 panel, it's going to take me back to my 𝗙𝗹 dashboard in case I want to customize more things. In case I need to customize some things here, it's going to take me back. And if I now go to my website, you see that the live chat is going to be active on my website. So I'll just right click, open my website in another tab. Then fingers crossed, this should work. You can see I now have 𝗙𝗹 on my website, and it's prompting me if I have any issues or if I need assistance. So that's just basically how you connect a live chat to your website. Okay, so this is how you connect a live chat to your website. Now you can see that the live chat is blocking this scroll to top button. You know, there's a scroll to top button here. There is a button here that takes you to the top, but it's by the right with the live chat. So let's see how we can move this scroll to top button to the left so the live chat can stay here. So I'll just come to customize. I'll click on customize. See customize at the top, and it's gonna open up for me in here. So I will scroll down and it's still loading. Alright, so I'm now in my customize section, and I just need to scroll down to this general options. Then here you can see scroll to top. So I'll click on scroll to top, and you can see the button is active. Here I can change the icon I want. So instead of having this this basic icon, I can have this double arrows up. If I choose it, and you see the page is going to refresh and show me the double arrows. You can see, so it's now showing me the double arrows. And what I want to do, I want to change the position of this scroll to top widget. So I'll just come and choose left position, and now you can see it's sitting by the left and the live chat is by the right. All right, so I'll now come here and publish. And if I now close this customize section, you will now see that your website is going to be refreshed. You see you have a translator here to translate your website to any language. And when I scroll down, you can see the scroll to top is by the left, and we have the live chat by the right. Okay, so this is how you set up your complete website. And now we have successfully designed our website, installed everything, and everything is working properly. All right, guys, let's quickly take a look at our website once more. So this is our website, and as you can see it, we have beautifully designed this website. All the sections look very beautiful. As I scroll down, you can see how beautiful it looks. So our website has been successfully designed and everything is working perfectly fine. So finally, with this, we have successfully completed this tutorial. I hope you guys find this video helpful. If you want to watch more useful tutorials like this one, make sure to subscribe and hit on the bell icon so you don't miss any future notifications. If you like this video, give a thumbs up to this video and share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, Instagram, and whatever social media platform you use. And throughout this video, guys, if you have any doubts, any comments, any suggestions for me, you can always leave them in the comment section below. Very importantly, I'll be dropping a link in the description to join my free WhatsApp community and learn more about web design, and also have access to my mentorship. And finally, guys, thank you so much for watching this video to the end. See you guys in the next one. Bye.